Hey, welcome to my full walkthrough for completing Tormented Souls 2 using no saves and using no maps. We're also going to complete it in under 5 hours, so plenty of time. I think we actually complete this in 2 hours 40. I'm not quite sure why video's longer. I think the timer in this game runs a little bit slower than real time. That's why across all my videos it's going to say like 3 hours, for example, on the actual thumbnail, but the actual video might be like 4 hours long. Yeah. The in-game timer is actually a bit slower, which of course is a good thing. Or it might be because they don't count room transitions. You know, when you switch rooms and there's like a brief loading screen, it might not count the time. That could be why. I don't quite know. But it's got quite a lenient time, so 2 hours 40. So we're going to get straight into it. I've got a text guide, or will have. It's not quite ready yet, but once the text guide is ready, I'll link it in the description. What we're going to be doing in this is I'm going to show you where every single ammo is and every single first aid kit. I'm not getting collectibles. Collectibles we did on assisted. We did no healing on assisted as well. That video is already up. All I've got to do now is this one, no saves, and I've got to do Tormented, which we'll start doing a few days after this one, guys. But yeah, I've got to do this all in one video, of course, because no saves. It's a bit frustrating really, because if your game crashes, there's not really much you can do about it other than starting again. But when you get control in the infirmary, spin around and grab a thumbtack behind you from the little board. Come to the front of the room, grab the Holy Bible, use the thumbtack to unlock it and find the key inside. Then use the key to unlock the front door. Then you can push a trolley out of the way and exit the room. By this point, I've almost memorised the game by now. I mean, I've not played it for a few days because I've been playing on Dragon Quest. But I'm sure it's going to come back to me pretty quick watching this gameplay back. Yeah, I'm going to try not to cut when it comes to my commentary. I don't want to keep stopping having to edit out something I say which probably don't fit or something like that, or some quiet pauses for a long period of time. So whatever I say here, I'm just going to leave it in, and it should be okay anyway. Just 3 hours 10 minutes is a long time to talk. That's a problem, but I'm going to try to record this commentary across 2 days, I reckon, so not all at once. But we're going to come in here next into Matron's office, grab a pliers, grab a first aid kit, and we're going to heal up. Remember, do not heal. Do not save. Yes, definitely heal. Yes, I'm not going to advise you not to do that. Heal, if you want to do the trophy without healing, do unassisted. It's much easier, because unassisted, if you get into danger, you'll heal back up to caution automatically after about 10 seconds. And no heal would probably actually be quite hard on any other difficulty other than assisted. So no saves only. So remember, do not save your game at all. So we've got pliers, we've got a first aid kit, we healed, because when you're in danger, you're actually a bit slower, by the way. Going to come into the bell tower, go down to bottom, use the pliers to cut open this cage on this belly of this corpse, find out what he's been eaten for dinner before he's killed, and go and find a lighter inside. Grab a lighter, shortcut it and turn it on. No unlockable weapons, of course. I have played with the electric lance. So if you're playing this in the future and they've added unlockable weapons to the game, guys, and it's available for you to use, then use them. You normally find them in the room where you find the nailer, in the workshop, because they don't want to give the weapon too early. So if you do find any unlockables, use them, so make it a lot easier. The electric lance, for example, is not great on bosses, but on every single normal enemy, one hit will stun them. It's not like a one-hit kill, but one hit will stun them, so you can basically just spam the button and stun lock them. We just come back in the infirmary, because in here, with a lighter, you can go in the dark section and grab that povidone, that bandage, from a wall cabinet. Then it's going to go back into a corridor, go left, and then go into the library. When it comes to healing items, how strong each one is, a first aid kit will give you a full heal. So save your first aid kits for last. You always want to use them in this order. You want to use povidone. I'll just call it a bandage. You want to use a bandage or the painkillers and first aid kit. Use them in that order. So bandages first, then painkillers, then first aid kits. Once in the library, we're going to go down the ladder. Now remember, do not collect any maps. You do have to collect at least one map, by the way, for the no map trophy, but we're going to do the map, the last map you can get pretty much. So there's less chance you pressing the touchpad by mistake and opening the map. So grab them painkillers on that left table, and then exit the room into the north corridor, 1F. Once in here, I'm going to go right, I'm going to trigger the elevator button at the end to turn it on. Then I'm going to go back to the elevator and ride it down to the basement. Yeah, sorry, back to healing items. So bandage, it takes 4 of them to take you from danger to full. Yeah, 4 bandages to go from danger to full health. Painkillers take 2 to go from danger to full health, and the first aid kit takes full health no matter what. This is why you want to use them in that order. Bandages go first, then painkillers, and then first aid kit. Now let's go down the elevator, grab the nails on that workbench inside beyond that gate. Yeah, grab the nails beyond the workbench. Come to the end here, you'll find painkillers on that trolley, and then go back through the door we just passed. So nails, painkillers, and then go into the basement. You get a little bit less ammo than on assisted. So, well, it's more like it's about 30% less than on assisted. So along the way, I'm going to light these candles. Going to come in useful when we kill the enemies later. So light them 2 candles. Come up steps. Light the candle to your left, and then loot his chest for some more nails, and then go in the far door into the workshop. So if you've got any unlockable weapons, this is likely where they will appear. Going to grab the nails on that barrel. Going to lift the lever. Going to grab the air canister. I'm going to grab the nail frame. Then I'm going to examine the frame and then combine the air canister with it, like so. That's it. And once you've done that, you can equip it and shortcut it at the same time, and then leave the room. And get ready to kill the enemy. This enemy, you'll be able to knock it down in 5 hits, and then kill it in 2. 2 more. So 7 in total. So 5 to knock him down, and then 2 more. So 7 total shots, guys. Like I say, 5 to knock him down. That's it. Come down the steps. This enemy is going to knock down the gate. So again, 7 hits, 5 will knock him down, and the 2 will finish him off. It will take 3 to stun him. So normally, if he's running at you, he'll kind of run through your nails, but a 3rd will just stun him briefly, and then of course 5 will knock him down, giving you a chance to either melee him or finish him off for 2 more shots. So we're going to come in the crematorium. You'll get a cutscene with Joseph. Grab a hammer, which that nun has been holding for you. Yeah, she's been holding it with her mouth. Take the hammer, and then in this locker will be some nails. So we've got the hammer and the nails. All we need now is the spanner, the tool belt, the tape measure, and pencil to mark your measurements. We need a drill piece. We'll get all them later. So once back at the fork, you want to go back into the north corridor 1F. Back in here, turn right, go back up the elevator to the floor above, to the 2nd floor. Yeah, full text guide. As soon as it's done, guys, it'll be linked. So just keep an eye out for that. Yeah, once back up here, you're going to go right and you want to smash this jar with your nails. Smash it with your hammer. Grab the nails from inside it. Then go on the door behind the elevator. Use the hammer to smash the padlock. It's a very, very weak padlock. So a good whack from the hammer will break it off. Yeah, it's quite rusty, so it's been raining inside here. That's it. And then go through the door. In here, which is called a cloister, or gallows maybe, there's going to be 3 enemies. We'll kill the first one first, and then the other 2, we're going to kill them after, of course, but they will come together. So come into the courtyard, be ready for it. Sometimes this enemy will trigger straight away. It depends kind of where he is and where he's looking. But yes, take him out. Remember, 7 shots, 5 will knock him down. But with this guy, in order to conserve ammo, when you've got only 1 enemy and you've got a hammer or a melee weapon, knock him down with 5 hits and then finish him off with a hammer, like so. Once he's dead, go up the steps, pull the lever to release the trapdoor. Come in here, smash 2 jars to find a bandage. Then once you've got that, go back into the corridor we initially came in. Smash that green jar first, grab a shotgun bullets near the bench. Now once you've got shotgun bullets, yes, now we'll get the nails. Now when you approach the stairs leading down the bottom, where a trapdoor leads to, you'll trigger 2 enemies. Once you've triggered them, go back to the courtyard, run to the fountain, equip your nether, and then knock or try and kill the first one. Remember, 7 shots, that's it, I've got him, nice. And then when there's only one left, of course, you can try to conserve ammo by knocking him down with 5 nails and then hit him with a hammer a few times. That's it, I'm hitting him in his kneecap. So it's about 5 nails and 4 hammers if you want to save 2 nails per enemy. So once they're both dead, come to a small little hole where they came from, the little drainage sewer, and use the pliers on this corpse to take out the saw blade above his eyebrow. He's trying to shave his eyebrows, but it went totally wrong. But once you've got that, we're going to go back up to the courtyard, guys, go to the other side of the room, and then go through the far door. This is going to be a very, very long video to try and commentate. But once in South Corridor 1F, we're first going to go left. We're going to grab the nails and turn on the light. Yeah, turn on that light switch. There'll be 3 enemies here later, and it'll just make it easier to kill them and to see them. So nails, light switch, go back to the entrance. Now take the other opposite way. There'll be an enemy above you, just to scare you. He's not going to attack you yet. Put on this light switch around the corner. Smash a green jet opposite that door. Now when you go across the next corner, yeah, that's a bandage. Quickly enter this far door before the enemy attacks you. Yeah, there he is. Quickly enter the door. And you'll enter the bell tower. Once in the bell tower, we're now going to make our way to the top and we're going to collect the shotgun. We'll grab the shotgun bullets on the way up first. You're going to have to smash some green jars for your hammer. Shotgun bullets and then all the way to the top. This ladder with the bells, I'll walk you through it. The exact bells you need to hit. It's the same across all difficulties, by the way. So grab them shotgun bullets and then climb up the ladder near the bird cage. Yeah, lots of bird poop around here. So the bells you want to hit is you want to hit this bell, that bell, this one, and then this one at the back. I was going to give compass directions, but it's hard when you don't have a map. But it would be normally west, south, north, and east, with the ladder side being west. But yes, grab the shotgun, guys. Once you've done that, you have to hit each bell with the hammer in order. Once you climb down, equip the shotgun ready to knock down these 2 enemies. They will come together, and as long as they're lined up, you'll kill them both in one shot, which is nice. On Tormented, that doesn't quite kill him, but we don't have any other need to come back into bell tower, so you can just run straight past him before they get back up. But yes, once you knocked them out, guys, run back down to the bottom and enter the bottom door. Now make sure you've got your shotgun equipped, because as soon as we come in, if you did not kill that arachne enemy earlier, he's going to try and attack you straight away. Now you want to try and get a close range shot with the shotgun, so it does more damage. So if he's not nearby, run over to him and then shotgun him. So shotgun ready, guys. Come through here. Right, so run up to him, shotgun, and now hit him 4 times with a hammer. Wait for him to recover, then hit him a 5th time, that knock him back down. That's it, like so. If you hit him too early, you're not going to knock him down. You have to wait for him to recover. And the screen jar in the corner has some nails inside it. Going to go along the corridor a little bit more and enter the next door on your left. Yes, remember, with these arachne enemies, 1 shotgun, 4 hammer hits, wait for them to recover, and then 2 more hits to knock them down again. So with this door in the kitchen, when you walk from the door a few steps, an enemy will spawn behind you. Again, get close to shotgun, shoot him, hit him 4 times, wait for him to recover, then hit him 2 times, knock him down and finish him off. We're going to go down to the lower part of the kitchen, go right and then right again into this little pantry, turn on the light, grab the nails from the locker, guys, and then enter the door opposite into the refectory. Once in the refectory, turn to your right, pull the light switch at the end, smash a barrel nearby. Do not take the painkiller on the table because it will trigger an enemy. Yeah, do not take that painkiller, it triggers an enemy. He crawls out from under the table. Once you have turned on the light switch and you've got shotgun bullets from that green jar, come up here, pull out the shelf out of the way, find a hidden room, and behind here guys will be the handsaw frame. Grab the frame, go back to the steps, turn to your left, smash the screen jar. Inside there you'll find some nails. Once you've got nails, you want to continue to the end here and go into the Calidactory. In here, go to the left of the steps ahead and you'll find a first aid kit. Then go down the steps, turn right, smash the screen jar immediately on your right to find some shotgun bullets, and then unlock the nearby door. Do not go through it, just unlock it, ready for later. And then once you've done that, you're going to go back to the kitchen. Yeah, because now we have the handsaw blade, we can do a little puzzle. Get the crypts. I'm hoping it's not going to be too long for them to patch all the bugs with this game. There's quite a few trophy bugs at the moment for the all weapons and all master key locks. So I'm hoping by the time we record Tormented, they're all patched. I have actually got Tormented routed, it's ready. I just need to record it. But like I said, I'm trying to hold on to last minute, give them time to get patches out. So in the kitchen, come to a big freezer, combine the handsaw blade with handsaw, use it to cut the arm off the frozen corpse. You'll get a cryptex and the hand which is grasping it. Once you've got that, come over to the oven on the other side, open the door, use your lighter to light it, then place a cold hand on the top guys which will melt it, and then take the cryptex. That's it. I'm sure dropping it on the floor would have worked because it was frozen, but guess it gives us an interesting puzzle to do. So leave the kitchen once you're done via the initial entrance back into South Corridor. Turn left, there's going to be 3 enemies now, 3 punished enemies. So make sure you are ready. Hopefully you can trigger them one at a time. Remember 7 shots, but when you've got multiple enemies you want to try to just use a ranged weapon guys. So that's number 1, enemy 1. And here comes enemy number 2. Right, so I've got 1 more left, like I say, there's 3 enemies here. And if you're unlucky, you're going to trigger them all at once. My screen is quite dark, I have to increase the brightness, try to increase it slightly. But it's a really dark game and there's no way to increase the brightness in game. Increasing the brightness on the video itself, it doesn't really illuminate an area which is already pitch black. I can't really do much there. But yes, once they're dead, come down to the bottom, open the locker to find a bandage guys, and then go back into basement by unlocking this door nearby. Once in the basement, you want to go right and then right again. And then we want to continue along here, go through this gate and go to the door at the opposite end. There'll be an arachne around the corner here. So make sure you've got your shotgun ready guys, because when he comes around the corner you can shotgun him straight away to knock him down. And then remember it's 4 hits, pause, then 2 hits when he recovers. So that arachne enemy, make sure you're ready when he comes around the corner at that fork which leads to the crematorium. Now as far door, this puzzle, this is the same across all difficulties. You need the night, the first and the end one you leave. Yeah, the first and the end dial, you leave them. Just rotate the ones in the middle. But you need knight, rook, bishop, queen, king, pawn and knight. There you go, get cryptex. If you rotate, so dial 2, rotate it 4 times to get the rook. Dial 3, rotate it 5 times to get the bishop. Dial 4, rotate it 1 time to get a queen. Dial 5, rotate it 1 time to get a king. And dial 6, rotate it 3 times to get the pawn. Like I said, dial 1 and dial 7, you leave them because they have to be the knight. Now in the prison, just continue forwards through all these open gates. Once you get to the curved walkway, turn to your right, go all the way to the end, interact with this power box. Use pliers to cut the metal wire, which you'll get for later. And for this, you want to, in this order from left to right, you want to turn them right, left, 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 right. So from left to right, they want to be turned in this order, guys. Right, left, 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 right. Now we're going to come in the J of this office. We're going to grab a shotgun bullets. That's the only reason I went in there for the shotgun bullets. So go inside, grab the shotgun bullets from the bench and then exit the room. Back on the walkway, go left and then left again along here. Turn on the lights and then pull this lever to open the doors. If the doors don't open, then you did that previous puzzle with the switches a bit wrong. Now come to this cell to grab the nails. This is cell number 2 if we're counting them in a clockwise order. And that one on the left is number 1. So cell number 2 and cell number 5, which is this one. That's the only cells you need to go in. Cell number 2 and cell number 5. Cell number 5, pull the bed out of the way, the bed frame. And then go down the hatch behind it. Once you get down into crypts, continue forward. There'll be an alcove on your left with some nails inside. Grab them nails. Then continue along here. Make sure you light the candles along the way. There will be 2 enemies coming up, but you can use a trap to kill them, which works out quite nicely. Like that candle, then carry on to the end here, into the worship room. Take the book from the altar, the Necronomicon. Take that from the altar, and then place the Holy Bible in its place. Yeah, put down the Holy Bible. That's it. If you don't do that, then the door will close behind you. I'm going to light these 2 candles nearby. Then we go back through this next corridor. It's going to trigger 2 enemies. Now watch out for this trap. You probably heard the music change because enemies have spawned. So I'm just going to wait here. Then hopefully they're going to run into the trap. If they don't, just run back into that previous room. Lure them around the altar, guys, and then run back and then lure them into the trap again. There's no reason to come back in this room. So you could even, as long as you get past that altar, guys, you can just run past them. But yeah, hopefully that works out for you. There's 2 enemies there. Lure them into that trap, that's it. And then exit the crypt. We're done in the prison now altogether, so you can leave the whole prison area now. We'll take the Necronomicon back to Joseph, and he's going to give you the museum key. So back up ladder. All the traps will be activated now. So just make sure you don't run too fast through his camera angles, because you can run straight into a trap as the angle changes. So be careful here. Yeah, see the traps are moving now. So take it easy, 1 step at a time. No rush. Some are moving faster than others. Some of them have 2 traps on them. Right, that's it. We're out of the prison. So once you're back in the basement, go to the first fork, go left and head into the crematorium. Yeah, watch out for the night trap. He always tries to give you a bit of a haircut when you run past him. And there it is, the museum key. We did all that just for a little tiny lock, for a radiator lock. Time to bleed some radiators. Right, come around the corner. And back up to the south corridor. So it's left, just keep going left. And you come to that door we need to go into. Yeah, straight to here. The south corridor 1F. Up the steps. The museum will be on your left. The puzzle for the museum is you need to use the museum key or radiator key, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you sat on the middle one, the little middle lock, and then left lock, and then the right lock. In that order. So middle lock, left, and then right. And then pull the handle to unlock it. Very unusual looking lock for a museum, or for a door in general. Yeah, once you're inside, we're going to smash the second green jar in front of us. Inside there you'll find a pot of nails. Once got the nails, we're going to go down the steps to the bottom bit where it's really dark. Yeah, someone turned out the lights down here. Yeah, go right and you get a shotgun bullets on that small trolley. Grab the jade ornament on the back wall. And then also grab the nails on the next trolley. So you've got a shotgun bullets, you've got a jade ornament, you've got nails, and of course that jar at the top of the room. Now you're going to go on the far left door on this bottom part into the torture museum. In here, you're going to keep going right to go back out into the basement, and you're going to grab the telephone dial. Yeah, grab that rotary dial just there. Once got that, go back into the torture museum. Now we're going to go over to the mirror. You want to come to this gate at the end, use a hammer to break the padlock. And for this mirror, I look at the candles from bottom left. Bottom left is number 1, and I go in a clockwise order and then number them all up. So bottom left will be 1, the one above it will be 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, etc. Like I say, in a clockwise order, with the bottom left being number 1. And you want to light, with that order, you want to light candles number 1, number 4, and 8, 9, and 10. So number 1, number 4, candles 8, 9, and 10. Now once you get in the torture museum, other side, there's normally a arachne enemy roaming around here. He doesn't always trigger straight away, so if he doesn't, I just continue straight into this next room on the right, back into museum other side. Them traps, them Iron Maidens, run past them quick, because as you see, when you run past them, spikes will come out. But we can actually use that to our advantage by getting the attention of this enemy, because it's really dark up. I don't know what's so dark here, but get the attention of that arachne, lure him back down to bottom, and you can lure him past these traps, guys, to kill him in one hit, like that. One single blow will kill him. And at the back here, underneath steps, is a painkiller. So once the arachne's dead, go back up to the top. Go to the angel statue opposite, guys, and use a lighter to burn the scroll. That's it. You'll reveal her flat chest, which is hollow. Once you burn that scroll, you have to do that in order to do something else with her on the other side, on the real side. Yeah, so we'll go back into torture museum next. That's all we wanted to do. So kill the enemy, grab the painkillers, burn the scroll, exit the room. Now we're going to try and kill that enemy. So there's 2 arachne enemies in here, but you can come to this torture bed first, rotate the lever, guys, to rip it in half. Then later on, back in the real world, we can grab a barrel extension for the shotgun. And here he is, so arachne. So again, 1 shotgun, 4 hammer hits, a pause. When he recovers, 2 more. And I timed it a bit wrong there, and actually he managed to attack me and give me a huge love bite. But like I say, make sure you interacted with the torture bed and you turn the lever to rip the straw body in half. The straw man. Right, this is the second one. So once you kill the first, because of course you always want to try to fight enemies one at a time if you can help it. So go in there, trigger the second enemy, and you have to run all the way back here. You have to come back here because there's not enough light in the tunnel. So again, 1 shotgun bullet, 4 hammer, pause, wait for him to recover, and then 2 more. Got him. Right, once he's dead, that's all the enemies in this room for now. Carry on through this passage, grab the painkillers. No, that body is not pointing to anything. And you want to go through this mirror. So there's 3 enemies in here. They can normally be quite tricky to kill, but it's one way to avoid them. It takes a bit longer, but it's a lot easier. And hopefully this works well for you. So come in here, first go left, grab a shotgun bullets, grab the painkillers. Then go down the room on this side. Go down on this side, light that candle. Now quickly run between these 2 enemies, go to the bull statue at the end, lift the cover, and grab the stone heart from inside it. Then quickly run back to mirror. That's it. If you're quick enough, guys, you can avoid them enemies altogether. Because if not, you've got to kill all 3, and it's a very tight area, and it can be a bit tricky. That works really well. It just takes a bit longer, so you have to go back this way. So we're going back through the mirror, back through the other side, and then back through the original mirror. Yeah, like I say, it's a bit safer, and you save ammo, so you don't have to worry about killing those 3 enemies. The reason that works is because the 2 enemies near the bull, they're kind of kneeling down, and when you first trigger them, it takes them a moment to stand up. There is an enemy already walking about, but he's in the side passage, so he takes a bit longer to reach you. So if you're quick, of course, you run between the 2 enemies which are kneeling down, you grab the item as they're standing up, then get a chance to run back through them before all 3 catch up to you, and it works really well. Come to this body once in the real world, grab a barrel from his torso. That's that straw man we tore in half earlier in the other side. So grab a barrel and then connect it with a shotgun to upgrade the ammo capacity to 2 bullets. So now you can hold 2 bullets. Come back into museum. we still need another item yet before we can complete what we need to do with the angel statue. So for the time being, let's just ignore the statue. Just exit the museum, go back to the basement, and we now need to go into the Calidactory and Chapel House, I think the room is called. So once you're back in the south corridor, come back into the cloister. A very peculiar name for a room. They should just call it the peculiar room. But once back in here, or gallows, I think they referred to it as gallows in the official guide they gave it to us when they sent out review copies. But back into the north corridor where the elevator is. Once in here, we're going to go right, and first we're going to go to the library and use the telephone. I've got to make a quick call, and I advise everybody to make this call as well. We're going to call a picture. So get a shotgun ready, because a arachnid enemy is going to spawn from this hole in the floor. Try to knock him back down with your shotgun. Probably won't work, but you knock him down anyway. His upper body. Then 4 hits. Wait for him to recover, and then 2 more. Right. He's been knocked out for good. Don't think he's going to be waking up anytime soon. So climb back up the ladder to the upper floor of the library. Go right, go up the steps, and then go right again. So telephone. Use the rotary dial on it. And the number, guys, is 3890 asterisk. Do not forget the little asterisk at the end. 3890 asterisk. And I just said that from memory, so I should double check. Yeah, 3890X. You're going to call the painting. To be honest, I'm not quite sure who that calls. I think it's the poltergeist hotline. Yep, and that painting will lift up. We're going to go and grab the jade disc. Once got that disc, go back down to the lower floor, guys, and go back into the north corridor. Next step is the Chapel House. Chapel House has, again, 3 punished enemies, which can be a bit tricky to kill. I try to hoard them all up and use a shotgun to conserve ammo. Because if you use a nail, that's going to be like 21 bullets. 21 nails gone already. So turn right and then left, go past the elevator. And we're actually going to go into the guest room. Remember, do not save your game. But in the guest room, if you want to change outfits, you can. That's what I'm going to do right now. So this is the outfit unlocked for completing the game once, I believe. So this is called the Lazy Sunday. That is the official name for this one, I believe. Lazy Sunday. So I've changed my outfit. We're going to go back out. Go left and into the Calidactory. This door, we unlocked it earlier. You access Calidactory via the kitchen and the south corridor. So once in here, go to the door on your right with a puzzle. Examine the jade ornament and combine the jade disc with it. And then you want to press the buttons in this order. Right, down, left, right, right. Very simple puzzle, right? So again, right, down, left, right, right. Once you form a square, use the jade ornament on the door slot to unlock the door and then head inside. Like I say, in here, once you grab the plant sprayer, it's going to trigger 3 enemies because they've been guarding the plant sprayer. So grab the nails from the table on the left, then smash this green jar over here for the shotgun bullets. Yeah, these 3, they were guarding us in a past life and they're very upset when you take this. So there it is, grab the plant sprayer and the 3 gardeners will crawl out of the hole. So I'm going to try to hold them all up with my shotgun, kill them all at once if you can. I mean, even if you kill 2, that's great. So I'm going to try to hold them all up. You can't really use any melee weapons on these, not when there's 3 of them. Maybe if you had the sledgehammer, that could work well, but of course we don't. I normally give it, I try for about a minute and then I give up, but I got 2 at least, and I think I damaged him. Oh, he almost died, because 1 nail knocked him down. But yes, got all 3. Once you have killed all 3, because you have to kill them, you will release the curse on the door. You can now exit the room. So we've got a plant sprayer. We've done the angel statue puzzle. We now need to go back to the museum. So go forward up the steps and go into the refectory. You're going from the Calidactory to the refectory. Then we're going to go into the south corridor. Going to go to the museum at the end. And then over to the angel statue, guys, to fill up the plant sprayer with blood. Or crimson juice, whatever it's supposed to be. But yes, go straight through the kitchen. Once in south corridor 1F, turn left. Yes, and then turn right. Then right again and go straight into the museum. The angel statue, you need to combine the plant sprayer with a bowl of blood. But first you need to place the ornate stone heart in this woman. Yes, she's got a stone heart. So interact with the statue and place it inside. There you go. Just holding 2 breadsticks there. Or sorry, rolling pins I meant to say. But yes, once you combined it inside, use a plant sprayer on the crimson blood and fill it up. Right, I've got what we need. We've got the red juice. Let's go back to North Corridor 1F and spray it on the arms to lift the curse and to trigger the first boss, the Iron Maiden. So go back out the room into the South Corridor 1F. Turn left and then go right into the cloister. We're going to cloister through this room and go through the far door. And then once we're in the north corridor, you're going to go right and then right again, guys. Go to the door at the end with the 3 arms, locking it in place. We have to prime the sprayer first, of course. Because this game is trying to be as realistic as possible. You always have to prime plant sprayers. Yeah, I think that could have been one thing players would have really complained about if this plant sprayer worked without priming it. So over to here, examine the plant sprayer, guys, interact with the handle and there you go. Pump it and prime it ready for use. That's it, then use it on the 3 arms. So with this boss, and you'll find with a lot of these strategies throughout this video, they're what we're going to be doing on Tormented. So this is actually good practice for our Tormented run we're going to be doing next. So first grab a shotgun bullets at the back there, and then want to grab the 2 daggers. So grab the 2 daggers. And then what you want to be doing as well, guys, never let yourself get to caution. If you get to caution, he'll look fine. Yeah. It's really good advice to get used to. So never be in caution. If you're in caution, you can use a bandage first, then painkillers, and then the first aid kit. So you want to grab shotgun bullets, the 2 daggers, then we're going to focus on the boss. The reason you never want to stay in caution for too long is because some attacks do a lot of damage and they can kill you if you're in caution. But normally if you're in fine, you'll be okay, no matter the attack. So it's going to take 4 shotgun bullets and then about 5 nails to knock her down. I normally do 2 shotgun bullets at a time. So that's 3, 5. So 5 nails. And as you saw, if you want to avoid her running attack, you have to run behind her on her right arm, her right side. So as you just saw me avoid her running attack, run around her on her right side, the boss's right side. And when you do knock her down, make sure you're ready to spam X in front of her, because sometimes she'll recover very, very quickly. If she does recover before you get a chance to dagger her in her eyeball, she does normally go down again a lot quicker. She'll be a lot weaker, you know, just so you're not going to keep wasting loads of ammo. But the first time you normally have a bigger window to interact with her, but the second time she can get up really quick. So remember, 4 shotgun bullets and about 5 nails. 4 shotgun, 5 nails. And as soon as you knock her down, run up to her, guys, and keep spamming X. That's it. So as soon as the prompt appears, you're already there. Looking at her face up close. Get a dagger, guys, and stab her in the other eye. Now she's totally blind, and there's no way she's going to win this fight. And that's the fight over. That's the Iron Maiden defeated. Then once done that, and you get control back, Going to cut my steps on your left. I was going to ask how many fingers I'm holding up, but I'll do that on Tormented. Yeah, so once up here, go left, and the second, I think it's the second green jar near the door. Smash that green jar, you'll find a bandage. Once got the bandage, continue on to the end. Smash this green jar. Next, to find some nails. Once got nails, go through the door we just passed. Back into the good old library. Once in the library, you're going to be in the record area. All you want to do is grab the air canister. Combine that with the modified nailer. Sorry, combine it with the nailer to turn it into the modified nailer. Because it's been modified. That's why we're now going to call it the modified nailer. Like the shotgun, when we put the barrel upgrade on it, we're going to call it shotgun with a barrel. Yes, and I unlock that shotgun gate, but there's no reason why. And you might think, what am I talking about? But actually, when we get hand cannon later, and you combine the recoil spring, it actually turns from hand cannon to hand cannon with a recoil spring. Yeah, that becomes the official name for it. So once that comes on, I'm going to be like, kill this enemy with a hand cannon with a recoil spring, because that's the official name. No, it's obviously some kind of typo they need to fix. But once back in here, go down to bottom, grab the nails beneath the stairs. That nail gives you about 15 for some reason. You always get a lot in that stash. Grab the nails beneath the stairs, grab the nails in this corner, and then go through this door on the sides. So nails between the stairs, nails in the corner, then enter the arcade. Once in the arcade, on your left will be a small garden area with a bandage on the side of it. So grab that bandage on the side, guys, and then continue on and go through the door at the far end. And we're now in the town area. All the shops are closed at the moment, so we're going to have to force our way through them all. First, we're going to come over to this blue car, open the trunk to find some shotgun bullets inside. We don't need to head into the call centre, by the way. None of the phones are working, and of course we can't save our game. This is no saving. You're going to come to the end of the road once you looted that car, and at the end here on the far left is a bandage. Grab a bandage over there. Then we're going to make our way into the butcher shop. Once in the butcher shop, we're going to grab a bandage behind the counter. Yeah, go in the back room, grab the nails, and then climb down the ladder into the cellar. There will be a pig enemy, but you can't fight him yet because it's too dark. You have to quickly run away before he attacks you. But yeah, grab a bandage, grab the nails, and climb down the ladder into the butcher shop cellar. Once down here, grab a first aid kit behind the carcasses at the back. Then you want to go down the side here, grab the mole staff entrance key. Once you got that mole key, quickly exit the cellar, guys, by climbing up the ladder, because a pig will spawn and it will attack you. And like I say, you can't kill it yet. So get the key, exit the cellar, and then exit the butcher shop. Once you've exited the shop and you're back on the street, you want to go left into this garage. In the garage on the back shelf, you'll find some painkillers. Once you've got painkillers, come back across the street slightly. No, not in that corner. Yeah, back slightly across the street. Go left into the staff entrance and unlock this door using the key we just found. Once in the mall, continue forward, go up steps, go across the upper walkway, go down the opposite side and enter the pharmacy. By the way, when it comes to healing items, if you do want to use more than what I do, you're completely free to do so. I do have a lot left at the end of the game. Of course, try not to spam them too much, because you will run out of healing items quite quick if you are spamming them, because you're just, I don't know, bad, you're getting attacked by everything. But you can use a bit more than what I do. That's all like I say. I will have a lot left at the end of the game. Once in the pharmacy, we're going to come behind the counter. We're going to grab a bandage on the back shelf. Then we're going to go in the back room, go down to the bottom. At the bottom you find some painkillers. Then we're going to enter the bottom door. Yeah, painkillers in this locker. So make sure you get, yeah, painkillers are really good. 2 painkillers and you're back at full health, which is nice. But bandages taken 4. Like each healing item is like 50% worse than the one before it. Right, so once in the mole lower floor, squeeze through the wall at the end. Once in here, grab the nails on the shelf behind the armchair. Quite tricky to get the nails, but they are there. You might have to wiggle around a bit to grab them. Go through a shutter into the mall lower floor. Go into the door opposite. Yeah, I took a wrong turn for a moment there. Yeah, just go straight through that passage opposite into the cafe. Make way to the far end. Out here. Into the other side of the mall. And you want to enter the hair salon shortly on your left. Once in the hair salon, grab the core nails on the boxes opposite and then exit the room. We are going to have some encounters coming up. There's going to be some pigs we have to kill. So come into the power passage. Make way to the end. Grab the nails from his chest. Then flick the switch, guys, to trigger most of the power in the mall. Now, as you make way back, there will be some pigs waiting for you. So just get their attention, guys, and then run back down to here where it's light and then kill them. There should be one. There is a second one. I mean, hopefully don't trigger them both at the same time. But it might happen, as it did happen for me here. So again, some nails. That's it, like so. Yeah, nails times 8 to kill these. Or what you can do, if there's only one, you can knock it down and then hit it with a hammer if you want to conserve ammo. Yeah, but normally about 8 nails will kill the pigs. Once you kill them 2, come in here. Now, do not go too far forward, so you might trigger a 3rd pig. Yeah, grab the core nails from that green jar between the arcade and the hair salon, and then unlock the gate opposite the hair salon. You'll find the foosball tables. In here will be another pig. Kill this pig. Again, 8 nails. Once he's dead, come behind the foosball tables, grab the coil nails. Come into the restroom, the first one you pass. In here will be the automatic nailer. I wish we got infinite ammo for this weapon, so I think it'd be awesome. That's it. Once got automatic nailer, unlock the door opposite. Do not go through that double gate yet. Just unlock it. Yeah, just unlock the double gate, but do not go through it yet. And then we'll come in this door here. Yeah, I kind of forgot what I was doing for a moment then. But yeah, video rental store. Once turned on power. Make way through here. Go through the crevice at the end. In here, you want to smash the green jar. Yeah, smash that green jar there to get some nails. And then come back into the pharmacy. Once in the pharmacy, there is going to be 2 enemies at the top we want to take out. Hopefully you can try to bait them one by one, but it might get triggered at the same time, so be careful. Yeah, so there's the first enemy. So what I like to do is lure these down the bottom. So of course you've got more space. Equip your nailer, spin around, kill them. Remember, I know it's quite dark. 5 shots and 4 hammer hits. But if you trigger them both at once, you're going to have to kill the first with a nailer. Yeah, but I think I've killed him with my nailer there. 7 shots. But once he's dead, carry on to the top. I'm going to try and trigger the second one now. So I've got a bit of space because he's actually in the shop. I'm going to knock him down and finish him off with a hammer to conserve a bit of hammer. Right, once he's dead, come to this puzzle. For this fridge puzzle, you need to do this to get the first aid kit and the dojo key. So once you see them yellow buttons, they want to be blue, yellow and red. So you can leave the middle dial. So blue, yellow, red. So just turn the left one until it's blue, then turn the right one until it's red. Open the door, get the first aid kit, and grab a dojo key from the 3D printer. Looks more like a 3D printer than a fridge, so I don't know what it's supposed to be. But yes, come in here next, or sorry, exit the pharmacy to enter the mall via the upper door. Now there'll be some arachnid enemies here. I like to take out these with 2 shotgun bullets each, by the way, because you might get unlucky and they might all be near you at once. So take them out with 2 shotgun bullets. That's it. Just get rid of them nice and quick. Like I say, you might have them one at a time. That way you can use your shotgun and then hammer to conserve ammo. But most time you might get 2 or all 3 come at once. And if that does happen, that's why you want to use 2 shotgun bullets. But on the third one, if he's not close by, I'm going to use a hammer on him. So again, shotgun, 4 hammer, pause, 2 hammer. Yeah, whack him around the back of the head. Loot's vending machine for some nails. And we're going to enter the dojo. Yeah, so use the dojo key to unlock this. Come inside, grab the shotgun bullets near the front counter. Yeah, front counter there. And then go in the back room, grab the box cutter from the toilets. Then as you try and leave the room, it's going to trigger a punished enemy to spawn. I'm going to wait for him to come out. I'm going to take him out with 7 shots. That's a bit silly of me to get hit there. Plenty of space, somehow I managed to get hit. But yeah, 5 nails and 4 hammer hits. I'm going to continue down the bottom. We're going to go in the clothing shop to the left of the front door, because inside will be some not clothing nails, sorry, coil nails. Yeah, in the back corner on the step ladder. Grab the coil nails and then go outside the front door, guys. We're going to go over to the telephone box next. We're going to use the box cutter to unlock it, to cut the tape off. You see that map flashing on that kiosk? That's the map we're going to get later. But when I say later, I mean nearer the end of the game. Because like I say, for the no map trophy, you have to pick up at least 1 map. Because the trophy is for never opening your map, but you need a map to not open, right? So I think that's why it makes it so you have to collect 1. But that's something they might patch. Because, I mean, I see what I mean if that's how they wanted it to work. But never using a map is the same thing as never picking up one. So I don't know why they made it so you have to pick up a map. So technically it's the same thing. But yeah, that's something else they might patch in once they fix the all weapons and all master lock trophy. So once you've done that, grab the coins from the bottom. Yeah, once you've got the coins, go back into the mall. I'm going to go down the steps at the bottom and enter the arcade. I'm going to play on the claw machine. These claw machines are normally rigged. You put in so much money and you never get your prize, but this one works really well. You always get your prize that you want, like first time. So yeah, coming to the arcade. That door, we came through the gate, which is unlocked because we unlocked it earlier. So once in here, come to claw machine, guys, put in the money. And then you want to pick up the teddy bear with 1 eyeball. Yeah, this one just here. That's it, you'll grab it automatically. Like I say, this one is rigged in a good way to win. So grab the teddy bear from the bottom. Once you've got the little teddy bear, exit the room. You're going to turn left, sorry, not left. You're going to go into the small gate opposite, go past the foosball table, and then go to the chained up body at the end. You want to cut open the teddy bear. You'll get a ring inside, and then you're going to propose to the man. He'll accept, guys, and he'll despawn. Go to get ready. Then we'll go in the door behind him and enter the back streets. Yeah, now we've proposed to him, it's gone away and it's going to enter my back streets later. But once here, yeah, go up steps, guys, turn left, and you'll trigger a cutscene. After that cutscene, you want to go up the steps on your left. 3 sets of steps. We're about to come up with processing plant, but which I think is maybe my worst area. Processing plant. You're just back and forth all over the place. But yeah, the top of the steps, go right, grab a nails from that market stall, then come to walkway ahead, follow it round to the left, you'll find a painkiller at the end. Once you've got the painkiller, go back towards steps, go along the path opposite the steps, you'll find some McCoy nails on the bench on the far right, and then go up the stairs on the far left and enter the processing plant. Second main area. So when we first come in, guys, you want to go left into the confession room. Or sorry, conference room. Grab the core nails on your left when you first come in. And then go through the fire door. Yeah, I'm back. I've had a break and now I'm back on recording this. So when you're back in here, smash the green jar on your left to find a bandage. Then make your way to the end of the corridor and go in the next room on your far left. Once you enter the upper wing, make your way up to the floor above and enter the next door on your right. This will be a safe room, but of course we cannot save yet, or at all in this playthrough for that matter. But make your way through the storeroom and go up the ladder at the far end. Once you reach the surveillance room, make your way into the main part of this floor. Take the bike parts, the metal bike parts on that trolley, and then take the coil nails off the shelf. Once you've got them two items, go back down the ladder. Yeah, the metal bike parts and the coil nails. We're going to go back into the upper wing. We're going to spin right, go into the open office, which will be on our left. Inside here, there's a map, but of course we do not want to take the map. You just want to go right and grab the core nails from the desk and then go into the room opposite. Yeah, do not take the map. Yeah, in the dormitory, we want to turn to our right, go into the bunker area, go into the locker on the back, guys, and open it to find a bandage inside. I may or may not use all these healing items, of course. Just collecting them all, guys, just so you know where they all are, in case you might need them. So enter the bathroom next. You'll find Joseph. Take the core nails from a little shower on the right, and then take the crowbar. Help Joseph pull his pants back up if he needs help. And once got them items, guys, go back to the upper wing. Yeah, so we've got a crowbar now. You can swap out the hammer for that new melee weapon, which is a lot stronger. Got the core nails as well. So back in the upper wing, you want to turn to your left. A fisherman will jump out. Just kill a fisherman. We're going to run past him. We're going to spin around. We want to get in this light area. We're going to knock him down with a shotgun, guys, and then attack him with 4 nails to kill him. You can use a crossbow if you want to conserve a bit of ammo, but you shouldn't need to. So 1 shotgun and 4 nails to kill him. You want to kill him now, because if not, when you come back up, there's going to be another enemy. I've actually said 8 shots on my text guides, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's on Tormented. But yes, on standard, as you can see, it's 1 crowbar and 4 shots, I think, from a nailer. We're going to come back into the lower wing, back down the steps, smash some crates now that you've got the crowbar, because that will break wooden crates, as you know already. And then go down the elevator to enter the basement. In the basement, go to the far left corner and grab them painkillers from near that apparatus. Then you want to come into the actual corridor itself, turn left, make your way to the end, light this candle. A fisherman will jump out from the vent. Once you get to the candle, go in the corner to avoid his spitting attack, take out his shotgun, wait for him to come close, and then knock him down with the shotgun, guys, and the modified nailer 4 times to kill him. Then once he's dead, grab the nails in the corner, smash his crates, go down to the bottom, do a tight left, and grab the core nails, and then go in the next door. Yeah, there's core nails, so go in the door. So on Tormented, as I was saying, it will take shotgun and 8 hits to kill him, the modified nailer. So we're kind of getting ourselves ready now by using similar strategies. Grab that bandage in there near the steps, and then go down the steps, turn right, go into the open cell on your left, inch out the photo, and touch the chest of the gill. Just because it's a secret button, guys, and we want to unlock a hidden passage. That's the only reason we're doing that. Come around here next, hit the crates with the nails. Hit the crates with the crowbar to get some nails. Carrying along the path, take the nails from the trolley, then come to the far end, press a big red button on the wall to open the door nearby. Go inside, and we're going to move the wardrobe out of the way. And you also want to take, we're going to do that in a moment. First, you can grab the VHS tape from the bed and grab the nails. So take the VHS tape from the bed and grab the nails. Now we're going to make our way all the way back to the conference room. Yeah, so we're going to have to go back through the basement, go back up the small elevator, go back through the lower wing, and then into the conference room where we're going to play that VHS tape so we can enter the freezer room in the past. Yeah, watch out for the steam. There will be an enemy once we leave the freezer room, but as long as you're quick, you can avoid the conference room without having to fight him, because we have no reason to go back into conference room ever again, except for when we play the game again on Tormented. Right, so as Emma Wildburger, yes, we're now in the conference room. So cassette tape, eject, slot in the VHS player. Yeah, I have very fond memories of VHS tapes back in the day. But once you put that in, press play and then enter the projector screen. Once in the freezer room, you want to turn left. It takes a moment for the camera to catch up. I don't know why that happens. Some kind of type of bug. But yes, continue to the far end and enter the far room. You want to press the red button again. Yeah, so doing this very small action is going to save somebody's life. Yeah, all we're going to do is block the vent with a wardrobe. And then once you pull that wardrobe in the way of the vent, make our way back into the present. And we're going to make our way to the very same room, but in the present. So back in here, as I say, an enemy will spawn, but just quickly exits via that same door, and the Arachne will not get a chance to attack. Go back down the elevator, spin around a few times. Just doing some ballet movements, and then coming into the basement. I've not done any ballet for quite a while actually. I'm a bit rusty. As you see, that's why I was actually moving around when I was spinning, and not spinning on the spot. So turn left in the corridor, go down steps at the end, and into the freezer room. / cell area or prison. There will be a cutscene here, quite a lengthy cutscene actually. So after the cutscene, you want to take the light bulb out. Be very careful you don't break it. Yeah, it's a black light bulb. I've no idea how that's supposed to be effective. But come to the door next and shoot the red button with your nailer. That's it to open the door. Once the door's open, yeah, run past the sketchbook. And I'm going to go back up to the basement. Once back in the basement, we're going to make our way to the far end of the corridor and enter the reception. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be reception for, because you don't normally have a reception in the basement. It's normally the first room you enter, it's normally a reception, but I don't quite know why this is apparently the reception. But yeah, come to far end, light 2 candles on the way, because when we come back in this room, there's going to be a spider crab waiting for us, and if you've got lights already illuminated, we can just start attacking him straight away. So once in reception, grab these acid test tubes on the desk, then make way to the far end, put the light bulb in the slot on the wall. That's it, the black light bulb in there. Come back to the switch above the vent, flick it to turn on the power, and the smashes creates the crowbar, guys. And they go up this elevator, or sorry, go down the elevator. Once in the bottom part of reception, grab the painkillers on the crate ahead of you, and then go up the steps, make way to the end, and then go into the underground dock. Once in the underground dock, it's going to be a very small puzzle, very easy to do. I can easily memorise this one. So you're going to press the top middle once, and the top right 3 times. So top middle once, top right 3 times to turn the top right circuit with 3 green lights. Come to the elevator, press a button to call it up to you, and then ride it downwards. Again, there's a fight coming up, so I'm just doing some ballet spins to get ready for it. Once you leave the elevator, turn left and smash these 2 crates, because inside one of them will be some shotgun ammo. Only 1 shell. And these 2 spider crabs, I'm going to take them out with my automatic nailer. So it's going to take, I believe, is it 9 shots still? But yeah, spin around, take them both out quickly, like so. Once you kill them, come over here and go through this gate. Come to the end here and grab a cassette player. Once you grab a cassette player and go back a bit, it's going to trigger 4 spider crabs. I know it's quite dark on my screen, but take them all out with 9 bullets each, or sorry, 9 coin nails. That's it. You might not have enough for the last one, you might have to reload. But if you just jump on you and you knock him off, you automatically kill him anyway. Then once them 4 are dead and you've got cassette tape, go back to the actual main path, go left. Don't go down that little path on the right just there, which is a small dead end, because if you go down there, it spawns a extra spider crab enemy. Just grab that first aid kit from the end, guys, on that trolley, then head all the way back to the elevator and ride it back up to the upper floor. I'm going to make our way back through reception, and I believe now we go, do we go back up to the, I'm trying to think where we go next. Oh, with cassette tape we go back to the upper wing, that's it. Because now we've got batteries and we can do the keypad terminal. Yeah, so it's back up to the upper wing. So back through the underground dock, in reception. As I say, it's a funny looking reception area. You don't expect to walk into reception and find 4 cages on your left. So up the elevator. I guess it's supposed to be reception for the underground dock. But you have to go through the dock to get to reception. And now this place is illuminated. You can smash these 2 crates, guys, to find a bandage. So smash some crates near the exit to get a bandage and then head into the basement. There's going to be a spider crab waiting out here. So you equip your crowbar ready and just quickly melee him 3 or 4 times to kill it. There it is. Yes, 3 or 4 melee attacks to kill it. And then go left on the next path and go back to the lower wing and ride the elevator up. Yeah, once up here, turn left, go on the far left door back into the upper wing. A arachne enemy is going to spawn when we go back along the corridor. That fisherman enemy would still be present if we did not kill him. That's why I killed him earlier instead of just running past him, which we could have done. Could have been an option, but would have been a bad option because we would have had 2 enemies right now. So arachne enemies. So shotgun, to be honest, you don't even have to kill him. Yeah, just run past him. This is exactly what I'm going to do on Tormented. Yes, you might have to sacrifice a healing item, but your healing items, you've got much more to spare than what you have ammo. Yeah, ammo is quite tight on Tormented, so just run past him, grab the acid test tubes on the bench at the far end, and then interact with the lock, the keypad. Yeah, because we never have to go past that corridor ever again, so you're never going to have to go past that enemy, guys. So come to the end here, like I say, grab the acid test tubes, interact with the keypad, examine the cassette tape, take out batteries from the back and put the batteries into the keypad. Now the code is 1765 and then press the red button to turn the lock green. Once you put in 1765, press the red button to turn the lock green. Make sure you take out the batteries, guys, we need them for later. Yes, make sure you take out the batteries after unlocking this door. Once you've done so, come inside to the dining room, go down the steps again, almost straight ahead, and enter the kitchen on your left. In the kitchen, go around the oven here. You're going to pull this trolley out of the way, ready for later. We're not going to go down the hatch yet. I'm just pulling it ready now while we are on this side of it. So once pulled it out of the way, grab the painkillers on the nearby oven, smash the screen jar to find a bandage, and then you want your shotgun ready because you're going to be using it shortly. Now when you approach these yellow coats, it's going to spawn 2 punished enemies. So what I like to do, let them both kind of bottleneck like that and get in line with each other, then knock them both down with a shotgun. And then grab a crossbow frame. Now on Tormented, that crossbow, the shotgun bullet would not kill him. So you knock them both down and then melee them twice with a crowbar to kill him, or maybe it's once. But yeah, on standard, of course, one shotgun bullet will kill them both. So once done that, like I say, you got a crossbow frame, come back in here, then go in the door on your left to get back into dining room. Once in the dining room, turn right, come to the end here, smash the screen jar to find some nails. Now go in front of the archer portrait, equip the crossbow. You'll need to examine the crossbow frame and combine the bicycle wheels with it. Yeah, we'll get a bike seat and the pedals later. And then once you've got a crossbow, stand in front of the portrait and aim it to make that portrait go green. Once that one's green, come down to the next one, take out your lighter, stand in front of it until that one turns green. And now we're going to come to this one up here, this next set of steps on the other side. Go in front of the ballet picture and just spin around on the spot by pressing left on the D-pad. I've been practicing my ballet, so I'm pretty good at this. I thought it'd go green quicker, just because of how much my ballet has improved, but it still seemed to take 3 spins. But yes, once them 3 lights have turned green, come all the way down the bottom, and you want to go to the back. The picture at the back, you want to swing your hammer in front of this, so equip your hammer and swing it, that's it. Once all 4 lights are green, the statue will release the jack. You have to do all that quick enough, guys, because if you don't do it quick enough, the lights will go out and you'll have to start again. Next up, grab the core nails by the window. Hopefully I'll get a chance to breathe soon and get my breath back. Yeah, once you've got the core nails, come in here, open the gate, smash that green jar. You'll find a bandage inside it. Do not take the item from the diver yet. Yeah, just get the bandage, grab a jack from the statue, grab the nails on the fire table, and then equip the automatic nailer ready. Yeah, the automatic nailer. What we're going to do, we're going to take this metal plate eye from the diver. Now, once you take the metal plate, when you try to approach the gate you came in, it's going to trigger a lockdown. And what I do is I run to the far end, I spin around and unload a full clip into him. And then as he comes close, I'll go past him, reload, run to the opposite side, shoot another full clip, and then it's 5 shots. That's it. I think it's got the exact same amount of health on Tormented. But yes, automatic nailer is going to be 2 full clips and 5 extra. So 35, 35, and then 5. That will kill him. And like I say, that works really well on Tormented as well. So once he's dead, come back into the kitchen. Now we're going to climb down the hatch into the decontamination area. Once in decontamination, we want to turn, I don't actually know what way we're facing, but we want to come north basically. Yes, come north, and in the fire room, you'll trigger the fisherman enemy. Once you trigger the fisherman, you're going to lure him back down here where there's light. Then equip the shotgun ready, and same again like the other one. So shotgun, and then 4 nails. That's it from the modified nailer. The reason we're not using the melee is because on Tormented, the crowbar does not kill him quick enough, so you end up taking damage. But with the modified nailer, you can kill him quick enough. So once that fisherman is dead, come into the north room, press the fire button to unlock the 4 capsules, grab the acid test tubes from that one nearby. Yes, acid test tubes, then come to one on the left, and grab a cassette tape confession. Once you have that cassette tape, go back the opposite way. Going to go back past the ladder where we came down. Yeah, so back past the ladder, smash your 2 crates on this side. One of these crates, you'll find shotgun bullets inside it. Then make your way to the fire door and smash a crate near the fire door, guys, to find some nails. Once you've got some new fingernails, come in here into the basement corridor. Now we have the jack. We're going to turn right and make our way to the reception area and go back down to the underground dock, because now we can open the shark's mouth and grab a metal plate from inside it. That steam is quite loud, isn't it? That steam sound effect seems to be louder than anything else in the game. So back down reception through the elevator. There will be some enemies down here, but you can quickly avoid them all. You might take a little bit of damage, but for me, I think it's better to just power through the damage, guys. Heal up if you need it, and then just carry on to the end. You never have to come back down here after this, so any enemies you spawn and avoid, it doesn't really matter too much. But you might take 1 hit. I mean, at worst, maybe 2. But yeah, I normally take 1 hit and then I can run past them all. For myself, I just think it's better to just use maybe 1 healing item instead of like 50 core nails to kill them all. So yeah, come to the fork, go left, then 3 will jump out the hole where the dive the torso is. Come straight around the right corner to the shark. Use a crowbar to wedge open his mouth and then place a jack inside. That will wedge open his mouth. And then you can stick your hand in and grab the metal plate base. Or sorry, metal plate triangle. Once you've got a metal plate, turn around and run back to the elevator. As you can see, I take one hit. Yeah, I take one hit and I just run past them to the elevator. As you can see, they do not get a chance to attack me again. And with the cassette tape, we're now going to use that voice lock thing, where we have to play the cassette tape and then press the button on the voice lock at the same time, so that it hears the password. We're almost done. Yeah, not too much to do, guys, now. And we've got a boss fight on this area, then make our way into the cemetery. Cemetery, quite a small area. Cemetery, church and bunkers, all small areas. The only big area we've got left after this is Courtyard. Yeah, hopefully not too much for you to listen to my creaky chair. It's definitely my chair. But I think I'm going to get rid of it soon, actually. So it's starting to, the fabric on it's starting to tear. Probably starting it a bit too much. And it's a cheap chair anyway. I do need to get a better, more expensive one. So yes, interact with the lock, examine the cassette tape, and we want to put batteries back inside it. This way you need to make sure you took them out of the keypad. Put batteries back inside it, guys. Eject. Put in the cassette tape. Press play. Yeah, cassette tape confession. Yeah, the password is long pick. So when I play it, do not press the red button straight away. You want to wait. So look at the text. When it says only with my voice password, then press circle and quickly press the red button. And then when he says the password, that should be listening for it or recording. And that may lock go green, guys, and unlock this door. Yeah, you can't press the red button too early, because if you do, yes, it will not quite catch a password and it will not unlock. And then in this room, just continue along the path. Once you go through the sewage water, grab a core nails from a workbench, and this one's quite well hidden, but it's actually painkillers on the same workbench, just a little bit further down. So you grab the core nails, grab the painkillers, carry on down the path and enter the next room on your left, the radiology room. Inside this room, grab the nails, grab the painkillers from the back table, and exit back into corridor. Turn left and go through the door at the end. Yeah, we've got to do the waste disposal bit yet, ain't we? I think I kind of forgot about this bit. But yeah, waste disposal. Once near, you want to turn to your right, grab the shotgun bullets, go past the steam. This steam on these two valves, you need to wait a moment. So they normally come out as you're about to run past. Most of this in the game, the steam, you can normally run past them before they come out. But these two, they're kind of timed to come out just as you try to run past the first time. So you have to kind of stop just before and pause. In this room, press the elevator button to cool it down, ready for later. Make your way down to the main cargo area. Grab the acid test tubes on the back of that vehicle. And then this fisherman, when you run past him a few steps, he will get up, guys. So it could be a shotgun, knock him back down, and then hit him with 4 nails to kill him. Once that fisherman is dead, come over to the crane controls. And you'll put his cages down in the exact same formation as I do. Yeah, the exact same formation. Because if not, when you come back through this area on the past, or the other side, sorry, then the yellow railing's going to be in a slightly different place. But where we're putting the cages now, they work for both versions, the present and the other side. Yeah, so then 2 right cages, or the 2 bottom right, you put them along the top wall, but on the right side of it. And then that cage on the top left, or sorry, the left wall, but the top cage, yeah, on the left wall. You want to pick that one up and just leave it in the clamp. And that's all you got to do. So you want that same formation on the cage puzzle. Once done so, climb down the ladder, make your way over to the mirror, and then we're going to light the mirror. for the mirror, you want to light it in this order. So if you remember with the mirrors, I consider the bottom left candle to be number 1, and I go past them in a clockwise manner, and I number each candle as we go through them all, you know, in numerical order. So bottom left will be candle number 1, then the next one will be number 2, etc. And so the way I light these is you want to light candle 3, candle 9 and candle 10. So candle 3, number 9 and candle 10. That's it. Once in the other side, we have one of them beast enemies coming up, but on standard I think it's the same as assisted. I think assisted and standard, I think enemies have the same health, you just get less ammo on standard. So we're going to knock this enemy down with one full clip from the core nail, and then it's normally one crowbar hit, but you can just keep shooting him with a core nail because we are going to have quite a lot of ammo to spare later. So yes, just one full clip from the automatic nailer. That's it. And then one crowbar hit, guys, and that'll kill him. Nice and easy. So automatic nailer, one clip, and a crowbar attack. Once he's dead, grab a mutant toy from behind him. Yeah, mutant toy from the gurney, and come the walkway at the back and climb down the ladder at the end. Once in waste disposal, we want to run to the far end, because we're going to find a painkillers at the far end. Yeah, once you've got the painkillers, you want to head into the middle part, and you'll put a mutant toy on top of the trolley. Put a mutant toy on top of the trolley. And once done that, you're going to make your way back, all the way back through the mirror, guys, and back to the present. And then we want to come back to this room, but in the present, because now that mutant toy will now, of course, have grown. Yeah, 20 years later, it's grown to finally be a man. Yeah, back down this ladder. So I take a moment to try and catch up my comments, just while we're doing these bits in between, anything I need to point out. Yeah, Frankstone. Anybody used my Frankstone guides? I quite enjoyed what I did with that one. I think the next story game I'm going to be doing is maybe that, is it Directive something? It's been delayed till next year, but I think that might be the next story game. Because I did get asked quite a few times to do Until Dawn or something. It's not like I don't want to play a game, I just don't want to go back to any old story games. But any new ones coming up, yes, I might cover. So yeah, look out for that. I might do the Directive. It's 80-20 or something, it's called. But yeah, once you're back in the present, guys, go back along this walkway and climb down the ladder at the end. Now I've got a brief puzzle coming up. And then once back into waste disposal, you're going to come to this machine. Now you're going to press bottom left. I think there is a quick way to do this, by the way, but this way I'm just doing it in this video. So you press the bottom left, top middle, bottom middle, middle left, middle right, top left, bottom left. So I'd say again, bottom left, top middle, bottom middle, middle left, middle right, top left, bottom left. Once done that, of course, you need all of the small dials to be facing vertical or upwards. Yeah, come to the buttons, you want to close it, then turn it on, burn him, and then open it. That's it, then come down here. Now these two enemies, I'm actually going to run past them, as it saves a bit of ammo on Tormented. So come to gurney, take the metal plate spiral, and what I like to do is just wait a moment for both the fishermen to kind of hoard up, and then run past them both. You might take a bit of damage. Yeah, I mean, I did that. Sometimes I can get past them without any damage, but remember to never let yourself get into caution or stay in caution for too long. If you're in fine, you get attacked, you get put in caution, heal up straight away, back to fine. Right, and then once back up here, guys, go in the elevator opposite, ride it up to the upper part of the warehouse. There's going to be two enemies here. We're just going to take out the first one because he's in our immediate path. So you grab the shotgun. Yeah, run forward when he jumps out, just one shotgun attack, then 4 nails to kill him. That's it, and then run on before the second one catches up, which spawns behind you. There she comes. Come to the end here, grab the shotgun bullets on the other side of the boiler. Once got them shotgun bullets, going to run to the fire door, guys, and head inside into the next room. Hopefully you should be able to avoid that next fisherman. Once in the walkway, head to far end, guys, and you'll get back into the dining room, I think. Yeah, I think we'll get back in the dining room, don't we? On the upper floor, but behind the metal gate. Yeah, grab them painkillers on them crates in the corner, and then enter the dining room. So you're going to grab that shotgun pipe. Combine the shotgun pipe with the shotgun to get 3 ammo. Sorry, not 3 ammo, but 3 ammo capacity. So now it can hold 3 rounds at once. And then once we have that, we're going to head back down to the bottom and go in the last remaining door we've not been in yet. This should take us back into the lower wing, but the other side. We're going to kill the fisherman on your right. There'll be a bandage you want to take first. Grab the bandage, get a shotgun ready, lure the fisherman into the light. Remember, shotgun and 4 nails to kill him. Then once he's dead, you want to grab the shotgun bullets from the crate at the end. From the green jar, sorry. And then once you get in this room, you're going to grab the acid test tubes from that desk. Then go through the next doorway, go right up the steps, and grab the metal plate base. Now when you try to leave, 2 punished enemies are going to spawn. What I like to do, just save a bit of ammo, is wait for him to come up and then run around them, guys, like so. You might take a bit of damage, but I find it better to just potentially take a bit of damage, heal up past it, versus wasting the ammo on them. Because we never have to go back into that room. Then once you're in the lower wing, we are now going to go all the way to the end, unlock this door. We're going to go back down the elevator into the basement, into decontamination, and then we're going to unlock the door and make our way to the boss. Yeah, that's everything we need to do here. So I've got a few moments now to catch up with some comments quickly. Yeah, back through the main corridor. I need to turn left and enter the next door on your left. So this very first lock, you need to use a spiral plate. You have to first put the actual inner part into the base and then slot it in the side and then keep pressing the button. And you're going to move down a bit and use the key card on each lock. So first one spiral, then I think you've got the triangle and then the eye lock. This boss going to be exactly the same on assisted. On Tormented, he does take quite a bit more ammo, but the way we're going to be doing this is I'm using my strategy, which we're going to use on Tormented. So everything you're doing here, guys, is going to prepare you for the Tormented run, and this is without unlockables. If they do add unlockables further down the line in updates, then of course it might make everything a bit easier, just because you'll be able to manage your ammo better because you have more to waste. So make our way along here. Yeah, so that's the same. We're going to use, I think I used a crossbow. Hold up, let me just get up my strategy. That's in my comment section. So yeah, boss the harvester. So it's going to be some shotgun ammo just before him. So make sure you grab the shotgun ammo first. You have to weaken him, remember. You have to weaken him, then when he's weakened, you have to quickly grab a harpoon, rotate the crank to prime it, put the crank inside the harpoon launcher, and then press the button when he's above the middle vent or middle grate in the floor where the light is. So make sure you grab that shotgun ammo. So like I say, this is going to be our strategy for Tormented, so it's good practice. So I'm going to grab a harpoon first. First thing I do is grab a harpoon so that once we weaken him, we're ready. So I use 4 crossbow, and then it's 5 times for the modified nailer. On Tormented, it might take a few more modified nails, but yes, 4 bolts, and then 5 times the modified nailer. Do not use any more than 4 bolts each time. That's it. And once you weaken him, always try to finish him off, guys, near the middle. So when you get to modified nailer after 4 crossbow bolts, make sure he's near the middle, when you shoot him 5 times. Because if he's too far away, you'll just not get him to the middle quick enough, and he might recover. But if he does recover before you've managed to knock him down with a harpoon, he'll take less damage to knock him down again after that. So once you've done that the first time, I'm going to grab another harpoon just while he recovers. We're going to avoid his very first attack when he gets back up, and then go back to normal, guys. So 4 crossbow and 5 modified nails. And it's just going to be the same again. You should have a harpoon ready. Again, try to knock him out near the middle. Then once he's dead, you just grab a circular saw which he drops, and then make your way down the ladder in the corner. Yeah, quite an easy fight really, using the crossbow. I did try using other weapons, but it just takes far too much ammo. The crossbow is good, because of course it does a bit of damage over time, as long as he's in the same place. And when you're using the crossbow, by the way, shoot him after an attack. Because as you noticed, after an attack, he kind of stays in place for a few moments, and it will allow him to take the full damage from the crossbow. If you shoot him with a crossbow during an attack animation, he's likely going to move through the actual cloud, and it won't damage him as much. So yes, with a crossbow, shoot him when he's just finished an attack, because then he'll be standing there in the cloud for a few seconds. So he takes maximum damage, and it should deal maximum carnage to him, to maximum effect. And for the final one, so yeah, I think that's it. It takes only 2 harpoons to kill him. So make sure you grab that circular saw, guys, before you exit. Otherwise it's going to be a long trip to come back down here. So climb down the ladder, grab the chainsaw, and with the chainsaw, by the way, with all the ammo, we're going to save the ammo from the chainsaw for the final boss. So grab the chainsaw, unlock the shortcut gate, and make your way all the way back up to the lobby. Yeah, back to reception. You might have to call the elevator down first. Yeah, back to reception, back to the lobby area, and you can finally exit the plant. So one more big area to do, and that is the school. Yeah, so you know where you're going, guys. While you're on the way there, I'm just going through a few comments. Yeah, so if you're thinking about what I'm going to do for November, I'm going to be doing Dragon Quest 1 or 2, but more's going to get cracking with Silksong, and I think Ninja Gaiden 4, I'm going to come back to Ninja Gaiden 4 in December, I think. December and January are going to be quiet months. There is one new game I want to do in December, I think. So outside of that, but it's not going to be like a massive game, so it shouldn't take me too long. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4, I'm thinking of December. And I'm not sure about January. January, if there's no big releases coming, I might do a poll to see what game you guys might want. Because once it gets February, it might be a big kind of like, well, back onto new releases. But in February, I might do Yakuza 3 when it comes out. Because start of February, at the moment, it's not really, well, to be honest, we've got Code Vein. Yeah, Code Vein might take me up actually. Code Vein comes out at the end of January, so I guess we'll see. But the start of January and late December, it's not really much on. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get November out of the way first. But once back outside, guys, in the plant, go down the steps. Of course, I use a chainsaw to cut through the plank of wood. Go left, enter the trailer, grab the nails, and then go into the sewer. Of course, again, use a chainsaw to cut through the wood. Once in the sewer, you need to run quickly to avoid all the spider crabs as they spawn, and go into cemetery at the far end. The cemetery, we're going to be killing the ghosts in a bit of a different way, because I want to save some of my crossbow ammo for later. Yeah, remember we do get less ammo on standard and tormented as well, so it's slightly different to assisted. We add more ammo on assisted, which is why we could afford to use more crossbow ammo. There is one upgrade we're not going to get in this, and that's the upgrade for the automatic nailer. I'm not going to worry about backtracking when we get sledgehammer for it. because it just doesn't really help at all for my strategies going forward. So once in the cemetery, guys, keep going right. And you want to go left into this light square garden, grab the nails and also take the key hanging from a tree. When you take this key, it's going to trigger some enemies on the way back. Now the way I'm going to kill these ghosts is 1 shotgun and 2 nails. So get your shotgun ready. As soon as she spawns, 1 shotgun. And when she respawns, 2 nails to quickly kill her. And if you're quick enough, you can kill her before she gets a chance to attack. There we go. I think on Tormented they take 3 nails. But yeah, shotgun and 2 nails will kill him. Once she's dead, grab the shotgun bullets near this gate. Then enter this tomb. Over here, you want to make sure you put your lighter on. In this tomb, open the coffin to find the bat dial. Once you've got a bat dial, go across this bridge. Turn left and enter the office. Cemetery office. Grab the painkillers on your right, on the chair. Go around the back of the counter. There'll be some painkillers in a very small drawer as well. Yep, just beneath this painting. I keep interacting with the painting by mistake. Yeah, grab the painkillers and then climb down the hatch at the end. Once you're in the burial chamber, go forward, turn to your right, follow the path around and grab the consolation disc piece. Once you've got a disc piece which has a consolation on it, climb back up ladder, guys, into the office and make our way back out into the cemetery. Once in the cemetery entrance, go forward, turn to your left. We're going to go up the dual set of steps, or twin steps, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, this next set of steps, go up them, go to the room on your left, grab the coil nails from a coffin, and then go in the tomb opposite. Yes, and grab the turtle dial. Once you've got a turtle dial, we're going to come left and go through the gate on your left into the cemetery grounds. I think all these dials are based on superheroes, so you've got Batman, you've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, in here we want to turn left and come to this coffin. There'll be a ghost here, so be ready for your shotgun. There you go, 1 shotgun and remember 2 modified nails. Yeah, grab a dog dial. I don't know if that's based on Danger Mouse or Super Dog. So I kind of messed that one up there. But yeah, 1 shotgun and 2 nails should do the trick. Or I think that one's actually based on Paw Patrol. Yeah, that dial is based on Paw Patrol. So you've got the dog dial, you've got the turtle, and you've got the bat. Then you want to come through this gate. You need to light her out for a moment, but there's going to be an enemy around here. So get shotgun ready as you come around the corner. Shoot him once, and then get ready for your modified nailer. Then so when he reappears, 2 more nails, and that will kill him. Hopefully 1 nail in each eye. That's it. Once she is dead, turn to your left, come to the end here, and grab the painkillers. We avoided all of these on assisted, if you remember, because we're doing no heals. But we are going to a few places we never had to go to on assisted, because we're grabbing all these healing items. So along here, you want to come to the far end, go north, and on the side here is some coil nails. Grab them in that slot. Carry on around the corner, go down the steps. Once you go down the steps, you want to go behind the steps. There'll be 2 paths either way. Each path will take you to a healing item. We'll go left first, turn to our left. So grab a bandage. And then grab the other bandage on the other end. Then go back to the bottom of the steps, go forward, unlock this coffin. You'll find the bird dial inside it. Not quite sure what superhero that's based on. But yeah, come to the path, go left, enter the next tomb on your right. This will be the puzzle tomb, where we're going to find the hand cannon. So for the first one, we'll use the bird dial, and the bird needs to face southeast, or just turn it once. So slot 1 is a bird, needs to face southeast. Slot 2 is a turtle, needs to be upside down. Slot 3 is a bat, also needs to be upside down. And slot 4 is the dog, which needs to turn almost 1 full turn, but stop it short just 1. Yeah, the dog needs to face northeast. and you'll unlock the chest. It will cause an earthquake, and you'll grab a hand cannon from inside it. Once you've got a hand cannon, come back down to the path, guys, and continue in this direction. Go past the 2 graves, the Wild Burger twins. Once past them 2 graves, carry on and go into the next tomb on your left. Grab the shotgun bullets from that coffin, and then continue down here to this gate at the end. Get your shotgun ready, so you're going to be a ghost. Use the club key to unlock that gate. Come inside, shotgun the ghost. Equip your modified nailer, and then shoot him 2 more times. There'll be shotgun bullets in here, by the way, and a consolation disc. So grab a shotgun bullets, grab a consolation disc, and kill the ghost. Remember, shotgun and 2 modified nails. And there'll be 1 more ghost in this next corner as we make our way back. So again, get shotgun ready, guys, in this corner. There she is. So shotgun and 2 modified nails. I'm just going to hold my gun out so I lock on automatically. And bang, 2-2. She's dead. Right between the eyes. So once she's dead, continue to the end. I don't think there's any more ghosts. No, sorry. I almost told you a lie, but I just managed to stop myself. Yeah, there's 1 more ghost left outside the Gemini Mausoleum. So once you're back in the cemetery entrance, come through here, turn left and then turn right. This ghost, there she is. I always forget about this one, and I almost did it again. So shotgun and 2 modified nails. That's it, nice. And now we've got plenty of crossbow ready for the boss coming up. So for this puzzle, examine the constellation disc, put the piece inside it in the middle, and you need to rotate the 3 rings. So the inner ring, you want to rotate it 7 times. Yeah, the inner layer, rotate it 7 times. The middle layer, rotate it 2 times. And the outer layer, rotate it 5 times. I think I didn't rotate them inner one enough. So inner, 7, middle, 2, outer, 5. Once done it, place it down. I think I did hold it on the final solution for a few moments, just so you can pause if you need to and see what it actually has to look like. Then once it's unlocked, enter the Gemini Mausoleum. Open the locker inside to find the metal detector. That will allow you to detect metal. Yep, and then come outside here. Yeah, we've got a metal detector in a survival horror game. First for everything, eh? I think in Tormented Souls 3 we're going to find a leaf blower. Right, you're going to come into the square garden. And you're going to use the metal detector to find the bronze. Bronze dial. Once you've got a bronze dial, go back into the cemetery grounds. We're going to leave the silver dial. We're going to come back to it later because the last dial spawns enemies, the zombies. So we want to spawn them when we have the least amount of distance to travel to our next destination, which is my plan. But if you use the metal detector in front of the Wild Burger twins, you will not find a burger, you'll find a first aid kit. Go out first aid kit in front of them. Carry on to this gate, come through it, guys, and use a metal detector just through it on the side here to find the gold dial. Once you have the gold dial, you're going to go back into the cemetery entrance, and then we're going to get the silver dial. Yeah, the last dial, no matter what dial you get last, it'll trigger the zombies to spawn. The area will go really, really dark. Yeah, somebody will turn out the lights. So go across the bridge, use a metal detector just on the left as we look at that screen, that camera angle, and the silver dial. So yes, someone just turned out the lights. I think it's past closing time, that's why lights have gone out. And then go back into the cemetery grounds via this entrance. Inside, continue forwards. Then take your second left, if you count the left near the entrance as the first. Go around here, go through the gap in the railing to the statue of the sleeping person. Use metal detector to grab the powder and shot to the left of it. Make sure you grab a powder and shot ammo to the left of the statue, guys, by using the metal detector. Then entrap the statue in this order from left to right, putting the gold, silver, bronze. Gold, silver, bronze, and you need to spell Pedro. You need to spell Pedro on it. Seems a bit of a random name at first, but there is a reason to it. So yes, Pedro. And once you've done it correctly, it reveals some buttons on the back. We're going to press the buttons on the back, guys, to use the elevator. And once we're in the catacombs, we're going to go through a door at the bottom. This encounter coming up, I just use the automatic nailer for it. It's just that, I wouldn't say it's really hard. It just gets a bit awkward sometimes when you're trying to lure the enemies away with the normal weapon, so I use the automatic. But light his first candle, then smash his crate just past it to find a shotgun bullet, and then continue on to the end, guys, and light all the candles on the way. There will be a door halfway down. Ignore the door. Yeah, ignore that door just there, guys. Just make way to the fire, and like I say, light all the candles on your way down. When you do get to the fire chamber, where the benches are, grab the painkillers and grab the nail ammo. Light the 2 candles. And you want to take the marble sword. When you take the marble sword, it's going to trigger 4 enemies. Sometimes they don't all spawn at once, depending on where you walk. But you probably want to just expect them all to spawn at once, because it can happen. So once you've got the marble sword, yeah, be a lockdown. So I'm going to use the automatic nailer and just kill them all with this a lot quicker. Yeah, the automatic nailer. So just aim, then as soon as you lock on something, you know they've spawned and ready to shoot. Use the benches as cover. So just keep running around the benches, guys, put cover between you. You can shoot them above the benches. I think that's what they've been put there for. And then once you kill them all, you can just reload your weapon, take out your lighter, guys, return to that previous door we just passed. Back to this door and into the burial chamber. This puzzle coming up, very easy to remember this one. You're going to climb down this ladder. So the one immediately on the right of the ladder, this one wants to be facing 6 o'clock. So point the sword all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, he wants to be pointing at his feet. The next one along, going clockwise, use the marble sword on this one to give him an arm and a sword. And this one wants to be facing 11 o'clock. So turn it left 1 time, 11 o'clock. Then the third statue, again going clockwise. This one wants to be facing 3 o'clock. Like so. That's it, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Then wait for the elevator to come up, guys, and go down. The statue we didn't touch is because it's already facing the right direction. So remember, boss fight coming up. This boss fight, I do it exactly the same as I do on assisted. This is why I wanted to conserve some of my crossbow ammo, so it works really well on this fight. Yeah, go down the elevator, guys, continue forward. This boss will have 4 waves. I think it's 4. Is it 4? Yeah, you have 2 zombies, then 4 zombies, then 1 ghost, then 2 ghosts and 2 zombies. Yeah, 4 waves. So you can't damage the boss directly. You have to knock him down by killing the enemies he spawns, and then you can only damage the boss when he's on the floor, kind of flapping his legs around. So I'm going to use my modified nailer first on the 2 zombies. They should take about 7 shots each on standard. Obviously a bit more on tormented. But yes, just kill his 2 zombies, guys, with your modified nailer. You know once they're dead because the boss will fall down on his back. He's kind of a bit like a turtle. Grab a shotgun bullet from the corner. You're like a turtle. When you knock them on the back, they can't get back up. It's what this guy is like. Yep, I think a turtle and a coffin has been used as inspiration on this guy. So once took out 2 zombies, he's going to stay down indefinitely now until you do enough damage. So just equip your crowbar, guys, and just keep slapping him in the nuts, like so. Take 15 hits to begin with. The second time you knock him down takes 12, then I think it's 8, and then I think it's 5. So he does get weaker each time. Yeah, the nuts can only withstand so much damage, and they start to slowly deteriorate and get less and less effective. So no more babies for this guy. So So that's the first wave done. So next up is going to be 4 zombies. So with these, I like to use 1 crossbow bolt, and it should work. But you need to try to hoard them all up, guys. So hoard them all up you best you can. This is going to help you to really conserve ammo. Imagine if you use your modified nail on all 4. You'd probably use about 40 ammo, 40 nails. But yes, if you can manage that, guys. So 4 zombies with 1 crossbow bolt. That's it. Then once the boss falls down, again, go crazy on his nuts again and just keep whacking him. Then for the third phase, take out your crossbow. As soon as the ghost spawns, 1 crossbow bolt, guys, to kill it straight away. Then again, go to town on his nuts. The fourth and final phase, so it's going to be 2 ghosts and 2 zombies. You're going to wait for the first ghost to spawn and shoot it with a crossbow. I had the wrong weapon equipped then, that's my fault. I meant to have a crossbow, but I still had modified nail for some reason. But hopefully, when that first ghost spawns, if you shoot it with a crossbow straight away, you'll kill them both at once. But you've got 2 bolts anyway, just in case. But yeah, for the 2 ghosts, use a crossbow each. And then for the 2 zombies, use a modified nailer. But if you're good, you can get every single enemy with 1 crossbow bolt. But you'd have to be lucky, because the ghosts don't always spawn at the same time. But yeah, for this final phase, use a bolt each from the crossbow for the ghosts, and modified nailer for zombies. And then all I've got to do now is slam him in the balls 5 more times, guys, and he is toast. Another boss down. What we've got left to do, we've got the school boss and the end boss left to do now. So afterwards, you're going to come forward, and you're going to turn to your right, grab the coin nails. Yeah, coin nails is the only item in that cave, I think. Then carry on to the end to find the flashlight. You want to pick up the flashlight. I'm not actually looking at the screen right now, I'm looking at my phone. So it's all from memory. Yeah, grab a flashlight, open it. Then you want to take the batteries out of your cassette player and place them into the flashlight. And then to make the flashlight work, all you need to do now is press R3. There's no need to keep equipping it or turning it off from the menu. You can just press R3, guys, to flick it on or flick it off. Yeah, the touch it button to flashlight will turn on and off, just like any normal flashlight. Right, almost getting to the end of my comments. Because since I woke up today, I thought I need to get these videos done, so I've been kind of doing the commentary. But we're going to continue forward through the temple and go right up the ladder. It'll take you back into Mausoleum. I'm going to make our way back through the sewer. Get the sledgehammer finally. Final weapon. They have made a brief. They've not updated the game, but they have made a comment on Steam. They have spoke about a patch coming up. So they are going to be patching the broken trophies, by the way, in the upcoming patch. They said they hope to get it out on Steam, I think this weekend, but they wasn't able to make that time. So I think on Steam, the update is going to come out early next week. This is end of October I'm talking about. But on consoles, because console, it takes a bit longer to verify patches before they release them publicly. Console, hopefully we're going to see it in the first or second week in November, I think. So the trophies for all weapons, guys, and all master locks, yeah, the first or second week in November. Hopefully we'll see them go live on console versions. So although this guy's probably going to be finished before then, we're going to make specific saves in Tormented. So once that patch does go live, we can load it up. We'll try and end game save first. Hopefully they'll pop automatically, but if not, we're going to load a save near the end, grab a final weapon, and also unlock the final lock, which will work well. But anyway, guys, once in the sewer, use a crowbar to kill all the spider crabs. It will take like 4 hits to kill them. Help you conserve ammo as well. No need to waste ammo on them, because 1 hit from a crossbow will stun them. Then when you get to the crates, smash the crates, squeeze through the wall to enter the cave and run to the end to find Joseph. Once you find Joseph, grab his sledgehammer on his right. Once you've got a sledgehammer, we're going to continue past him on the left, grab the shotgun bullets, and then we make way through the far crevice back into the sewer. Once back in sewer, we're going to turn right, kill any enemies in your way, guys, and go back into the back streets. Yeah, might be a few more spider crabs in your way. If there is, just take them out. One sledgehammer it will kill him. So you can use that instead of the crowbar if you want to, just a bit slower. So you have to keep that in mind. Yeah, the strength comes with a disadvantage, which is its speed. Which it doesn't really have any speed. So back on the back streets, we're going to go to the right, all the way to the end. We're going to open the gate. Past the gate will be a small like storage yard, and there'll be 2 crates in there we can break for some items. So yeah, this storage yard, smash that crate with some nails, and there's other crate to the right for some shotgun bullets. And then we're going to go down the steps nearby and enter the mole area. So once in the mole, enter the door immediately on your right into the video rental store. We're going to smash the 2 crates to find some powder and shot bullets. Yeah, get the powder and shot, guys, and then leave the video rental store. Once you leave there, you're going to come up steps on your side, then quickly go in this gate before the fisherman gets a chance to attack you. Yeah, go in that gate back to the main area of the mole and go out the front door, up the steps. Once you're back outside, you want to go right. Smash this. Have I smashed that crate already? No, I haven't. Yeah, smash this crate with a crowbar. You get some shotgun bullets. And once you've got shotgun bullets, you want to go back into the butcher shop, guys. We're going to go back down into the cellar. Now I've got a sledgehammer. We can break that weak wall at the back and make our way to the school. There is going to be a pig enemy down here. I forget how I kill him now, actually. But this is the same way I kill him on Tormented. Let's see what I do. Oh, yeah. I think I know now. So with the pigs, 1 shotgun bullet will kill him. Even on Tormented, if I remember. So yeah, just 1 shotgun bullet to its face. That's an instant kill. Yeah, you'll kill Bacon straight away with shotgun. Bacon does not like shotgun bullets. And then once the pig is dead, smash this wall at the back. And then climb down the ladder. And then once in here, you want to take out a crossbow, guys, and shoot that first ghost you see. Kill the first ghost with your crossbow. Grab the cornels. The reason I like to kill that ghost because it'll follow you all around this area. So it just prevents that unnecessary damage. Continue on. The next fork, go left. Grab the shotgun bullets to the right of the radio. Then continue on. Then go right at the next fork and enter the store quickly before the second ghost attacks you. There is a file at the end there, but of course you don't need it. In there, after the cutscene, continue forward, guys, to the beds at the far end. You'll find some nails at the end here on the crate, on the crates in the corner. Grab them nails, go back down to where you gain control after the cutscene. Grab a bandage and then go inside the nearby door. Yeah, grab that bandage there. And the first nearby door back into sewer. There will be 2 enemies here, but you can avoid this if you're quick enough. You have a bit more space in here. So first go forward, you will come to a fork, but go straight on. Turn left when the area opens up slightly. In here. Open the locker to find some gasoline, ammo for your chainsaw. Then once got chainsaw, go back to, once got gasoline, go back to the fork, take the remaining path in the middle, grab the nails on the left of the ladder, and then climb up the ladder. Once outside, smash the crates to your right to grab some shotgun bullets. Grab gasoline in front of the bus, then continue on towards the school. Before you cross that wooden bridge, grab the bandage on that market stall. Then you want to come into this like construction yard behind the bus, the next bus you pass. That statue is pointed to an item. Come to sandbags and use your metal detector guys to find a first aid kit. Continue on. Grab the shotgun ammo from that red table. Come inside the building next. Smash a crate nearest the entrance to grab some nails. And then in the fire room, guys, in the bathroom, it's going to be a healing item. Once got a healing item, leave, go back to the street, turn left, we're going to loot the trunk of a car, get some shotgun ammo I think it is, then go into the school guys and we're ready to crack on. So the school is the final big area. After that all we have is the church and the bunker. I'm out of pause video in a minute so I think I need a bit of a breather. So back that car, you'll get your shotgun ammo inside it. Yeah, I need to go for toilet break and making of the hot drink. So into the school. You get into the lobby. We're going to go into the room on the right first, into the library. Once in the school library, just make your way to the far end. But first, grab a painkillers from the shelf on your right. Go down the steps ahead, smash a green jar on your left. Grab a bandage, then enter the door at the end, guys, into the east corridor B. Once in the east corridor B, there'll be 3 crates nearby. Smash a crate to the left side of the sink in front. In that crate, you'll find some nails. And then come to the fork at the end of the corridor. You want to go right and enter kindergarten at the end. And yeah, kindergarten at the end. You're going to take a moment, go and have a quick toilet break. Right, that's the hour, guys. Let's do this. 1 more hour to go. Well, just over an hour. Once in the kindergarten, we're going to come to the... To be honest, we don't need that recording tape. I'm not quite sure why I took it. But all you want is the xylophone on the left. Once you've got the xylophone, go down to the right corner in the small bathroom. Grab the first aid kit in the wall cabinet. And then when you approach the front door, once you take the xylophone, it will trigger 3 baby enemies. Take them both out with a shotgun blast each. Once they're both dead, head back into the east corridor B. And you want to go through the northern door. Into the northern door and into the west corridor 1F. In here, take your first right and then enter the next door on your right into classroom 103. Going to head over to the alien teacher and grab these seeds from her. Once got the seeds, go back into west corridor. Turn left and then take the next right and go into the double door leading out to the schoolyard. Into the middle of the schoolyard, this one here. Once outside, grab a metal spoon in front of the hanging corpse. He was killed by a spoon. It's a bit bloodied. Yeah, grab that metal spoon. Then to the left is a crate. In that crate you'll find some shotgun ammo and that's all you want in the schoolyard. Once got them, go back into West Corridor 1F. Then we want to turn left and go into the door opposite, back into East Corridor B. So once near, now we've got a metal spoon and the xylophone, we can do the little puzzle. Come to the side of the statue where the horn is. Examine the xylophone in your inventory and you're going to use the metal spoon to play the notes in this order. So in this order, guys: purple, yellow, green, blue, red, blue, yellow, red. I say one more time. So purple, yellow, green, blue, red, blue, and yellow, red. If you fail it, just close and examine again. And once you've done it correctly, the statue should open a small compartment and you can take the fuse from inside it. Once you've got a fuse, come back into West Corridor and then go into the power room on your left. Inside here, grab a gasoline from a trolley in the corner. Then come over to the fuse panel and you're going to put the fuse into the elevator slot. The green slot on the right. Once you've done so, go back out into West Corridor, turn to your right and go into the East Corridor B and then use the elevator. We're going to ride the elevator up to floor 2. We'll grab a computer key, then make our way down to the basement. One more playthrough of this for me. Just got to record Tormented and then I'm pretty much done with this game, I think. When you get onto floor 2, turn left, smash the green jar for a bandage. I've got to do a review yet, of course. But I'll do that once I've got all Tormented recorded. I'll go back and do a review for this. Once you're in the science lab, grab a painkillers on your right, get the sledgehammer ready. And I'll show you how to kill these enemies with a sledgehammer. I have shown you in assisted, but just in case you're picking up the guide from this playthrough. With these mannequin enemies, the sledgehammer, well, it goes with any enemy really. But sledgehammer will pretty much knock down any enemy. I don't think it knocks down the beasts or the divers, but any other enemy knocks them down. So, on standard, it will take 4 attacks. And you want to wait for them to recover before you hit them again. I normally wait for them to stand back up and then I swing again. That will keep him stun locked. And then once he's dead, you're going to grab the acid test tubes on the end of the middle table. Then make your way through the fire door, guys, into the upper part of the lobby. Once in the upper part of the lobby, avoid the middle door and go to door on the opposite side into the textiles classroom. Once in here, there'll be a lockdown as you head a bit more forward. You're going to grab a bandage from the table on your right. Once you've got a bandage, make your way to the end, grab a shotgun ammo on the end of the middle table, and then grab a key. When you grab a key, it's going to trigger 4 babies, by the way. Use the shotgun ammo to kill each one in a single hit. If you're lucky, you'll be able to kill 2 with 1 shot. Like them ones. So that's it, 4 babies dead. Or did I just kill 3 then with 1? Nice, sweet. It doesn't happen very often, but it's really satisfying when you do that. So once you're back in the lobby, you're going to go through the middle door now. Yeah, the big double door in the middle. The red lights above it. Go through that into the schoolyard. This will unlock this door. Sorry, I'm thinking about the bottom. We're actually in the top part of the schoolyard. We're in the 2nd floor. But you want to come along here, unlock that shortcut gate and go back to the elevator. You now want to ride it down to the basement. Tormented will be the exact same pretty much, guys. We're going to be collecting all the same stuff on the ammo, on the healing items, but avoiding all documents. It's going to be exactly the same. Only difference is we're going to be saving a bit more. So we'll be going in a few more safe rooms. That's probably going to be the only difference on Tormented. But in the computer room, you want to go left, go with painkillers on the suspended shelf, and then go through the fire passage and enter the fire door into the janitor's room. Remember, we use the computer key to unlock the door to computer lab. Once in the janitor's room, turn left, go through this gate. There's going to be 2 mannequins in a moment. One will spawn in front, one will spawn behind. So get your shotgun ready. Quickly shoot the one in front of you, and then kill him with 1 sledgehammer. So 1 shotgun to knock him down, then 1 sledgehammer. Then quickly go back to your shotgun to shoot the enemy behind you. So back to shotgun. Same with this guy. Shotgun, sledgehammer to his intestines, which are currently exposed. So once they're both dead, carry on to the end, grab a gasoline, and then interact with the ladder. Do not climb, well, if you climb it by mistake, just climb back down. But you just want to interact with the ladder to unlock that shortcut hatch. So make sure you get that message, door unlocked. Yeah, with a capital U. Make sure you get that message, then come back through the corridor. Like I said, if you climb it by mistake, just climb back down on purpose. Once back in this part of the janitor's room, grab the nails beside the far exit, guys, and then go inside. In this door, in this room, is 2 babies. Wait for them both come near you to hoard around the corner. Then try and kill them both with 1 shot like this. Conserve your ammo nicely. Come to the end, grab the core nails on the fire table. Once got them, continue on into the next room. Once in here, you're going to grab the core nails on your right. Yep, East Corridor A. Go up steps. Use the crowbar on the door in front of you to take off the wooden planks and then go into the playground. In the playground, you do not have any time to play. We're here purely for business, not for pleasure. So you're going to take a shotgun and kill the 3 pigs. Yeah, 3 little pigs here. Not from the story, just 3 pigs. I'm going to use the shotgun, take them all out. Yeah, 1 shot will kill each one. Just out like that. They'll be straight out cold. So that's 1 down. That's 2 down. Then 1 more is in the pig pen. Yep, caught him in the middle of the act. So once you've done that, in the corner, take out the metal detector and detect some powder and shot ammo. You have to detect in the corner. You might get a bit of brown stuff on the end of the metal detector. Just make sure you wipe it off afterwards. But yeah, once you've got powder and shot, come back to the front of the playground, go left, enter store guys, go back into kindergarten. Once you're back in kindergarten, carry on back into the east corridor. We'll carry on back into the east corridor. Going to go back to generator room and flick the power. I think we're putting it down onto the first floor now. We need to unlock the electronic gate. Back into generator room, so you want to take fuse out of the elevator slot, place it into the 1F slot. The blue slot on the left. And that one there. Once done so, go back through kindergarten, go back through the playground and into the... Is it East Corridor B or A? That one's called. Yeah, it's confusing with the East Corridor A, East Corridor B. Back through the playground and East Corridor A. Yeah, that's the one. There'll be a cutscene in a moment, but first going to smash 3, well not 3 crates, but the one in the middle to give us some ammo. So back in the East Corridor A, go left, smash the middle crate to find some shotgun bullets, continue forward for a cutscene with Isabella. After the cutscene with Isabel, turn right and go into the boys' restroom. Inside there you're going to find some gasoline in the right cubicle. Just grab this gasoline, do not go anywhere else, because if you go in the far corner you're going to trigger some spider crabs, which will be very, very upset that you walked in on them when they're up to something. You come back into this corridor next, continue to the end. Watch out for this tripwire. When you trigger the tripwire, stop and let the trap fall down, then enter the West Corridor 1F. In the West Corridor, turn left and then enter the next door on your left. Inside here, classroom 104, there'll be only 1 student here. Going to make way to this far locker. Grab a bandage from inside it. Make way to a student on the front desk. You'll get a bit of a flashback type thing or a mirage. Grab a cassette tape beneath the TV. Once you've got a cassette tape, you're going to head back into West Corridor 1F. Then turn right and then turn left. When you come along here, you'll go around the far corner. There'll be another enemy. Now, there is a trap. If he's the other side of the trap, you can try and use the trap to kill him. If not, you're going to have to kill him normally. So 1 shotgun and 1 sledgehammer will kill these guys really effectively. And the second crate here has some core nails inside. The second crate. Yeah, watch out for that trap. Like I say, if it's the other side, you can use that to kill him. But if you want to kill him normally, it's 1 shotgun and 1 sledgehammer. Carry on to the end. Enter this far small door on the right. The big door beside it is locked. But yeah, enter this far door, guys, the smaller one. Come inside classroom 101. There'll be a tripwire in the middle, so watch out for that. Got a bandage from the far right locker near the top. Yeah, far right locker. Watch out for tripwire, then exit the room. Back in the corridor, turn left, enter the next door on your left. You'll enter storage room 102. Once in here, make way to the end, guys, and go through the far door. You'll enter classroom 102. In here, we're going to do a quick puzzle. So the cabinet puzzle on your right. Helena's cabinet. So from left to right, you want the symbols book, ruler, compass, and a sharpener. So going from left to right, you want the book. I'm not quite sure what book it is, just the book, that's all you need to go with. A ruler, a compass, and a sharpener. Once you've got them, you unlock the filing cabinet and you'll find another fuse inside it. So now I have 2 fuses. Once you've got them, come to this cabinet on the left, grab a bandage. Now come down this side to trigger the 2 babies. Once you trigger them, you're going to run down the opposite side. Then you should be able to escape the room without having to kill them, thus saving some ammo. Smash this green jar near the fire door in the corner, get some nails, and then unlock the door, guys, go through it to get back to the West Corridor 1F. Back in here, go forward, and then go through this double door on your right to get back into the schoolyard. Yeah, now we're in the schoolyard. There'll be 2 mannequins here now. You've got plenty of space. You don't even need to move the goalposts. Just run past them, guys. You've got plenty of space to avoid them and go through the fire door. We're going to go back into generator room next. Yep, under 1 hour left, guys. Almost there. This is quite stressful, isn't it, doing it for no saves, because 1 crash means you've got to start all over again. So we're going to take the fuse out from the first floor slot. You're going to place the 2 fuses now in elevator and 2F, the yellow and the green slot. Yeah, the 2 fuses in the yellow and the green slot, elevator and 2F. Once you've done so, exit that, go back into the East Corridor B. There'll be 2 mannequins here now. I'm going to kill them both. So this first one I like to kill him with 2 shotgun bullets, because these 2, they can actually both be together if you're unlucky. So I like to kill them both with 2 shotgun, just because that might be what we have to do in Tormented. So 2 shotgun bullets each. And then when you come this doorway on the corner, on the corner near the fork, into the art and music room. Take out the 3, I think it's 3 babies. Take them all out for a shotgun bullet each. There you go. So 3 babies. Once they are dead, grab the core nails on the window ledge opposite, then come to a cassette player, press eject, and then insert the VHS tape, playground, and then press play. Once you've done that, you want to enter the playground at the back, the past version. We're going to go over to the flower pot or plant pot on the bench, put the seeds inside it, and then pull it in front of the dripping tap. As mentioned on Assisted, it seems to work even if you don't move it in front of the tap, but they might patch at some point in the future. So yes, I'm pulling it beneath the tap. And you might find you end up pulling the plant pot too far out of the way or push it too far forward out of the way. If that happens, all you need to do is press circle to stop pushing. So you can pull, then when you think you've pulled it enough, guys, or push it enough, press circle, and that'll stop it in place. That's it. Then go back through the picture, back into real world, go back into East Corridor B. Then we're going to turn right, go back into kindergarten, and go back into playground, because now we're going to get that plant, which has blossomed into a really nice apple tree. It's only got 1 apple at the moment. They're going fast, so we're going to quickly take it before somebody else does. Yep, take that apple. Once you've done so, you're going to backtrack into the East Corridor B. We're going to go back into our teacher's classroom where we've got seeds, and we're going to give the teacher an apple. Hopefully it will make his skin come back to a normal colour. No mannequins to worry about because we've just killed him. Back into West Corridor. So you're going to turn right and then right again and enter the classroom. The teacher, give him the apple, guys, and you can grab the figurine from this drawer. Once got them, we'll make our way back through here. into the east corridor B. Go back into the elevator. We're now going to take it up to the second floor. So floor number 2. We'll make our way into the other side now. And go and get all the figurines. So you want to go back through this gate on your left. Then you want to turn right. You enter the first door on your right. In here, there will be one mannequin, but you can avoid him if you're fast. You just want to turn right. I did take the wrong direction there. But you come to this locker at the end, on the right. Open it to find a bandage inside it. And then exit the room. So you don't really have to come in here. But it's easy enough to avoid the enemy. And you do get a bandage, which might become useful at some point. I'm not sure what you're like for the items. I've got loads, but I'm just showing you where they all are. Continue along here. Open the locker to find painkiller. Grab the shotgun ammo from the bench nearby. And then smash the green jar nearby to get some nails. That door just passed. It doesn't really have anything useful inside it, so I just left it. Come through the electronic gate. Turn right. There will be an enemy down here, so I'm just going to stand near this tripwire. Wait for him to come close and then use it to kill him, hopefully. If not, remember, 1 shotgun and 1 sledgehammer. So there's one enemy down here. There we go. Nice. Free kill. Then once he's dead, you want to go the opposite direction. Grab the nails on your left. Grab the core nails from the locker on your right. And there'll be another enemy up here. So again, there's a tripwire just here. I'm going to try and use it to kill him. I think I missed. Yeah, too early. Yeah, I think I panicked. So 1 shotgun bullet and 1 sledgehammer. On Tormented, I think it's 1 shotgun and 2 sledgehammer. Once she is dead, we're going to come to the far end and enter the far door. Not the stairwell door. Yeah, that double door to the left, you can unlock it. But do not go into the stairwell. We're going to go in this far, smaller door. Once in the smaller room, grab the painkillers. And you want to come into the door at the end. In storage room 201, we're going to open the locker directly on our right to find the insecticide. Once got that, go forward. Watch out for the trap because there is a tripwire. Enter next door, guys, to go back into the Courtyard 2F. We're going to turn left, continue to the far end now, which will take us into the girls' restroom. We've been in the boys' restroom, now we're heading into the girls', which is far more deadly a place. So once inside, we head to the far end, we grab a bandage from the bench, and there'll be 3 spider crab enemies. Like I say, it's a much more deadly place than the boys' toilets. So 3 spider crabs, take them all out. Sledgehammer, should knock them all out in 1 hit. If you're lucky, you'll be able to kill 1 in a single hit. It is kind of luck based because you just don't know how they're going to approach you, and if you do try to run past them, if any do grab you, you normally kill them in 1 hit anyway when you throw them off you. So sometimes you sacrifice a bit of damage for an instant kill. But once they're all dead, you're going to come to the mirror, and remember from bottom left will be 1. You're going to turn on candles number 1, number 2 and number 4. Candle 1, 2 and 4. Head inside to the other side, the girls' restroom. Sometimes some nails do spawn in that sink. Nails for your nail, I mean, not actual fingernails. I mean, we are in the girls' restroom after all. But yeah, sometimes they'll spawn. They don't always spawn. I'm not quite sure. Some sort of bug or something. I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, check for nails. They're not there. Don't worry. Just crack on into the schoolyard, the other side. There will be 2 beasts here. 2 beasts. We're going to use a hand cannon to kill them in 1 hit. On Tormented, it takes hand cannon and 2 nails, by the way. So it's either hand cannon or 2 nails, or in standard and assisted, it's just 1 hand cannon bullet. Now you're going to enter the next door on your right. Run past the mannequin. There's no need to kill him. We have no need to come back in this room. Just got to do this code first and open the safe. So it opens in the normal world. So the code for this, from left to right, you've got grenade, fire or flame. So grenade, flame, mail, sun and the happy mask. So again, from left to right, grenade, flame, mail. Mail is like a circle with a arrow sign pointing northeast. Sun and the happy mask. And you want to open the safe. Do not forget to open it. You have to open it so that it opens in the present. It's a bit buggy if you don't open it. But if you just open it first time, it'll always work out properly. So once back in the corridor, turn right. Watch out for second beast. He might spawn, he might not. He is already present, but his patrol might put him on the other side. So you might encounter him, you might not. If you do, shoot him with one hand cannon bullet to kill him. You're going to come down the stairwell next. Bottom of the stairwell, you're going to go through the far door into lobby the other side. There'll be two beasts in here. They almost both run straight for you. So get your hand cannon ready and kill each one in a single bullet. There you go. Powder and shot them. Sprinkle a bit of powder on and then shoot them. Once they're both dead, come to nails near the chained up door on the opposite end. Then come to steps nearby and go through this door next. In the director's office, you're going to take the insecticide sprayer from the table and the nails. Insecticide sprayer and the nails from the bench. Once done so, you want to head all the way back up to the schoolyard, the upper floor, on the other side. We'll kill the final beast now if you have not already, and just grab a bit more items, then go back into present. We've got to revisit the other side one more time, but that will not be until we get to the church. We go into the past on the bunker, don't we? Go into the past, but is that considered the other side? Is the past on the other side, are they the same or are they different? So that's that second beast. You might have killed him already, but yeah, one hand cannon bullet will kill him. Come into classroom 203 next. In here, grab the core nails from the bench opposite. Once got him core nails, come to middle table, guys, of gurney, and grab a figurine. This is the Toad figurine. Grab that one. Then come back into schoolyard, go right, and go back into the girls' restroom. Once in the girls' restroom, you need to go over to the toilet where all the flies are buzzing around it. This toilet, you want to examine the insecticide sprayer and then combine the insecticide with it and then spray that on the toilet. That will allow us to get an item there on the present, on the normal side. So once you've done that, go through the mirror, guys, get back to present, go to that same toilet, and you're going to grab the figurine. I forget which one. Is it the hawk? No, it's a fly, that's right. Yeah, it's a fly figurine, of course, because we just killed a bunch of flies. Not the poop figurine, the fly. So grab a fly, make sure you do not forget that, then go back into schoolyard present. In here, we're going to go straight ahead to the door in the far corner, far right corner, almost straight opposite us right now. Use a crowbar to take off the planks of wood and then head inside. This will take you into classroom 202. We're going to grab the nails immediately on your right on the suspended shelf. 8 nails. Then go over to the cage in the middle and grab the figurine from inside it. If you do not open that safe earlier in the other side, that it will be open, but it will not let you take the hawk figurine. It's like a bit bugged. And I think you normally have to leave the room and go back in, or go back to the safe and open it properly. But once you've got a hawk figurine, you now want to go back to the elevator. We're not going to use it, you want to go back towards it and then enter the door near it, the science lab. We've now got a 4 figurine, so we can complete the puzzle and get the master key. So into the science lab, there will be 2 mannequins waiting for you. We're going to take them both out. Remember, 1 shotgun and 1 sledgehammer. But because they're both together, be very careful. If you can wait for them to get kind of in line with each other, you can try to kill them both. 1 shotgun and 1 sledgehammer to kill him. And then once they're both dead, come to the puzzle in the middle table. Yeah, if you remember for this one, so I'm going to start on the top one. So top left, it'll be top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And it's going to be hawk, snake, toad and fly. 30 minutes ago, guys, we're almost there. So hawk, snake, toad and fly. Yeah, something happens sometimes with the enemies. If you change the camera angle and go back, they do the dying animation again, some sort of bug. Because it happens quite a lot in the final area, I think. I like leave and come back. I know, what I'm thinking of is it's a fight where you fight that guy in the cemetery. Yeah, and right now I've just gone back down to the first floor. So back down to first floor, then I'm going to go right into the library. Yeah, I'm thinking about the boss in the cemetery. So I had a bug once where I killed all the enemies, but every time the camera angle changed, they do the dying animation again. Basically, all the corpses on the floor, they keep doing that dying animation, which is a bit annoying actually. Kind of like changing the angle, it like refreshes their state. It's a bit weird. But back in the library, there'll be 2 enemies, 2 babies. Kill them both with a shotgun. Don't think there's any more babies to kill, by the way. So if you've had enough of killing babies, don't worry. We're not killing it anymore. Not until Tormented, anyway. We're going to enter the director's office. That room nearby is just a save point, which you don't need. Grab a shotgun ammo on your right. Come to the far door. Now we need to use the master lock. But the code you want to put on the master lock, so from top to bottom, it's a female, cross, and the moon. The female is like a circle with a plus symbol below it. So top and bottom, female, cross, and the moon. Open the door, head into the archives. Like I say, make sure you've got that shotgun ammo from the cabinet just before the door. Come around the shelves. Watch out for the tripwire. There will be a trap. So trigger the tripwire, wait for the trap to come down, then carry on to the end. At the end here, you'll grab some painkillers on the railing. Then you're going to make your way down the bottom. You'll get to a fork, go left at the fork. Watch out for the tripwire just after the fork. When the trap comes down, carry on to the end, guys, and enter the boss. This boss, Pighead, on assisted and standard, 2 hand cannon bullets will knock him down. But on Tormented, it takes 2 hand cannon and I think 5 nails. So it's a little bit more. Yeah, assisted and standard, 2 hand cannon. So straight away, if you run to your right slightly, so he doesn't immediately jump at you, and 2 hand cannon to knock him down. And then when he recovers, you have to stand in front of a generator so that he runs into it. If he misses, because sometimes if he is kind of in line, he can just like glitch up. Not him, but maybe the bar glitches up or something and he doesn't go through it properly. Or the collision is a bit broken. It'll be a lot easier to knock him down again. So if he recovers and misses generator, it only takes a little bit less ammo to knock him down again. So in that instance, do not use hand cannon. So only use the hand cannon when he has actually hit a generator. Because then you know he's got all his health back. So it's always going to be 2 hand cannon, stand in front of a generator, 2 hand cannon, stand in front of a generator, and then do that another time, and that will kill him. Like I say, if he misses a generator, use a modified nailer to knock him down again, because otherwise you're going to be wasting the hand cannon ammo. And I know hand cannon works really well on the final boss, but the thing with the final boss, it's quite an easy fight really. Which the tentacles, when you attack them, they stay in place, and you know, so they're a bit easier to fight. So you can use any ammo really, but hand cannon, when it does come useful throughout the rest of the game, it's like really useful. For example, it kills that enemy, that boss, really quick. It kills the beast really quick as well, which would normally damage you. But once you kill Pighead, grab his mask, which he drops on the floor, then make your way back through the archives and back into the director's office. Once back in the office, going to head into the lobby, then down the hatch and into the janitor's room. We're not doing the true ending, so don't worry about going back up to the other side. We're not going to be doing that. Hopefully you unlock this hatch. In the janitor's room, make your way to the end. I'm going to go into the computer lab next. I think I'll do that first. Yeah, computer lab. So you're going to continue to the end. There will be an enemy here now, by the way, an Arachne. If he glitches up and he's kind of blocking your path, but it's invisible, just exit room and come back in, and that should fix it. But run to the end, shoot him once with a shotgun, and then one sledgehammer, and that will kill him. Once he's dead, come to the locker behind him. And the code for this, from top to bottom, it's sun, heart, and male. Yeah, from top to bottom, sun, heart, and male. Inside you'll find the upgrade for the hand cannon, which changes the hand cannon. It actually changes its name as well from hand cannon to hand cannon with a recoil spring. And that should pop the, well sorry, not that one, but there's 3 locks for the master lock. The church is the 3rd and final lock, so that should have popped the master lock trophy, but because at the moment it's glitched. But hopefully in the future, guys, when you're watching this, it's patched. So, but you would have already popped it by now if it was patched, because you would have popped it in assisted. I'm going to combine the recoil spring with the hand cannon, because why not? Going to come back into Janitor Stream, go over to the TV, guys, and put the pig head mask, give it to the hand. That will open the door to the front of the school, so we can go back to the church and make our way to the end of the game. Going to go back along this corridor, this passage, back up the hatch, and then outside the school. I'm not quite sure when it comes to going outside the school. If you remember on assisted, the zombies, they're not instantly spawned. They slowly spawn as we run through the district, and you can actually get through the end door before they've actually spawned. But I'm not quite sure if this is a patch which has done this, or it's only on standard and tormented. But the enemies are already spawned, so you want to get your crossbow ready, because there's going to be one enemy blocking the walkway, and he can actually block your path. And if you stay blocked for too long, all the other enemies kind of get behind you, and you can get quickly overswarmed and killed. So get your crossbow ready, run up to this zombie on the bridge, kill him. That's it, instantly with a crossbow. That works on tormented as well. That's it, and then just carry on and through the fire gate. Yeah, on assisted, you can get to the end there when the enemies are still spawning. It might be a patch, you know, it might even be the same way on assisted now. But the enemies are already present. And that one blocking the walkway, yeah, it's a very troublesome enemy. You need to be able to kill him instantly before all the other enemies get a chance to catch up to you. But once in the train station, go right. Going to get shotgun bullets from the final bench at the end. I've got my metal detector ready, so I'm ready to detect some metals. So once got shotgun bullets, spin around and go in the opposite direction. Going to detect some powder and shot ammo. I do leave some powder and shot ammo. I leave the ammo inside the convent, just because I'm not going for the true ending, so why would I want to backtrack just for like 2 bullets? Or 2 or 3 bullets. But yeah, use a metal detector in this corner near the crates at the end of the track. And where is it? It's there somewhere. There it is, powder and shot. So once you've got that, you're going to go to the other side of the track, in between the platforms to where the train is. And there'll be some gasoline in the bushes. Grab that gasoline. Then go on the platform nearby, which we've not been on yet. The one on the left side of the screen, or my right as a character. On her right. Yeah, on the Wild Burger's right. On this platform, go to the end. I'm going to go inside the train, because inside there is some healing items. I'm not going to save my game. I'm just going inside to grab the painkillers. Inside here. 20, well, almost 20 minutes, 20/30 minutes ago, guys. We're almost there. It's been a long time recording this. I'm glad to have it done finally, actually. So grab the painkillers, then exit via the same way you came in. We're going to turn left and then right into the foyer. Going to kick down the vending machine to get a healing item from inside it. Yeah, first aid healing machine. Vending machine, sorry, bandage inside there. Yeah, first of its kind. And then come out its door. So once in the commercial district, we're now going to grab a map. Very, very important. To get the no map trophy, you have to grab at least 1 map. It kind of makes sense in a way, but at the same time, it feels like a glitch. So we'll see if they actually change that in the upcoming patch. But yeah, you need to grab 1 map. So I'm going to come over to the telephone box. You see that map there on the kiosk? Grab it. Now, do not open the map at all. Remember, we're trying to get the no map trophy. I'm going to advise this on Tormented as well. So even if you don't pop it here, because for whatever reason, maybe you think you didn't open the map, but maybe you did, or maybe it glitched out, or maybe you didn't realise. But yeah, just grab that map, but do not open it. Then come over to this gate. And the code for this gate, guys, on your master key is, from top to bottom, it's heart, yin yang, and the star. I love yin yangs. And the star. Yep, that's it. Unlock it. go through the church and go through the door at the top, guys, for a cutscene. So final 2 areas, let's go. Very, very quick to get through, especially the church. After the cutscene, we're going to come down the screen, we're going to turn to our left, come over here, smash a green jar to the left of the big statue. In that green jar, you'll find some shotgun ammo. I think that's 4 ammo. For some reason, you always get a lot in that particular stash. Then we're going to go to the opposite side of the room, smash a green jar near the door. In that green jar, you'll find some nails. And then go to the small door, pull off the wooden panels. You'll know if you're at the right door or not because there's wooden panels blocking it. And then head inside the wake room. In the wake room, we're going to turn right and then head into wake room storage. When we come back in the wake room later, by the way, there's going to be a fisherman, but you can easily avoid him without wasting ammo. Inside the storage room, open the locker opposite to find a rubber hose. Go back into wake room, guys, and then go back into the church. But when you trigger the fisherman, just take the long way around to avoid him and save wasting the ammo. Yeah, if you can't wait for my Tormented guide to go up, you could potentially follow this again. I mean, the fights are all the same, just sometimes I have to use a little bit more ammo. You'll see when the Tormented guide goes live. But hopefully the text guide is not too far away, so hopefully I can link that in a few days, or it might be about a week. But yeah, once text guide is ready, hopefully it's ready before I finish this video, this series, so I can let you know about it, and of course it'll be linked in the description once it's done. But you want to come over to the elevator next, use the rubber hose, the metal wire and the pliers, then use the elevator to ride it up to the next floor. Turn left, come along here, go between the seats on your left, smash a green jar on your right to find some nails. And then when you reach the stairs, go upstairs. Do not go past the stairs. There is some shotgun ammo and I think some recording tape or nails. Yeah, go straight up the steps. If you go past them, yes, there is a tiny bit of ammo, but it also triggers 3 zombies, which is just going to make it so that ammo we picked up is going to be wasted. So it just becomes like a waste of resources and time. So to continue upstairs, go in the fire door, come in here, smash a green jar to get a bandage. Apologies for that creaking noise, I had to get a bit more comfy. So we're going to come down the steps, smash 2 green jars at the bottom to get some nails. Then run to the end here and quickly grab a first aid kit. There's no need to kill this enemy if you're quick, because he's actually praying at the moment. Quickly grab a first aid kit beside him and then run back to the stairs, guys, and enter the opposite door into the administrative office. In here, we're going to ignore the save point, of course, because we're not saving our game. Just head to the end, grab the nails, and then go through the fire door back into the church by the other side of the locked gate. In here, go to the opposite end, grab the coil nails, and then we're going to activate this mirror. So coil nails on that chair in front of the mirror. So again, from bottom left will be candle 1, and we'll go around in a clockwise manner, and it'll go up in numerical order. So you're going to light candle 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 9 through to 10. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that's it. Last mirror we have to mess about with. So once you're on the other side of the church, equip your automatic nailer. There's 3 beasts coming up, but one of them's by himself. So we're going to take him out first just with our automatic nailer. So we've got some ammo to spare. So run forward when he triggers. Just shoot him with 1 full clip and then 1 surge ammo, guys, to kill him. That's it. Now these next 2, if you're lucky, you can shoot them both with 1 hand cannon bullet, which works really well. Just wait for them both to kind of like line up and then shoot. So wait now when the other one's lined up behind him. That's it, nice. Just kind of make sure you stand where I do, because you know from there that's where the other one's going to come in line with. Once they're both dead, come to the end here, grab the first aid kit. Like I say, on Tormented they take 1 hand cannon and 2 nails. Yeah, grab the first aid kit from that altar, then come down here, go down the steps at the side, and then enter the door at the bottom at the back to get into the undercroft other side. In here will be another beast. Again, because this one is all by his lonesome, I'm going to equip the automatic nailor, guys, and take him out. Yeah, so like I say, one full clip and then one sledge ammo to take him out. There'll be some shotgun ammo just on this machine opposite, where the kind of room opened up from that narrow walkway. Once got shotgun ammo, we're going to take the other path, make way to the end and go through the mirror to get back to the present. We've got a bit coming up where you have to turn off all your lights, and this bit was really stressful for me. Yeah, this bit's really stressful. So once back up here, use a metal detector. Use it here to find some powder shot. Yes, in that corner behind the sarcophagus. Then once in here, you're going to turn left. Come out this door. There'll be a first aid kit, which a nun is holding on to for you. Go first aid kit and then go back into the undercroft. Now with this puzzle coming up, you have to turn off your lights and then it will cause the door to open. But you're supposed to turn off candles, but at the moment, on the current patch, you don't have to turn off any candles and you can still open the door. So if you want to make sure you don't die, you might just want to check comments, guys. If they ever do change anything with this puzzle, I'll put it in the comments and I will link it in a pinned comment so you know. But yeah, turn off that candle and then come through this passage, smash this green jar, grab the nails and then go to the big door at the end. But yeah, turn off that candle, important. Like I say, if there's ever any changes to this, I'll put it in a pinned comment. And you have to come to this big door and you have to turn off your lights. Because if this ever gets changed to work in a different way, when you turn off your lights, you're going to die. Which is a bit of a weird puzzle, really. Especially with no saves, it's very stressful. But you turn off your lights and that door should open up for you, like so. As soon as the green light comes out of the eye on the door, you can turn on your lights again, guys. And once the door opens up, go through and use this elevator behind it. And then go down into the bunker. So I just repeat one more time, guys, it's very important. Before you do that bit, check the pinned comment. If there's no pinned comment, then it all still works the same. If there is a pinned comment, then follow what I put in that. Because I can imagine how annoying it would be to get all this way to the end here, and just for yourself to die on that particular puzzle just because they change it very, very slightly. I know, I can just imagine. So yeah, please check the pinned comments before you do that puzzle. But at the moment, it works exactly the same as I showed you. Just put out that candle nearby, then run to the door and turn off all your lights. I have had that glitch before, by the way, where I turned off my lights and nothing happened. I didn't die and the door did not open. When that happened, what I did is I, of course, turned my lights back on. I left the room and I came back in and tried it again. That kind of fixed it. So bunker, final area. Yeah, what we've got, 15 minutes to go almost, guys. We're almost there. Last boss is really easy, I think. I don't think the last boss is hard at all. Think about which boss is the hardest. I don't know. They're all I think they're all kind of fairly easy. It's just like gimmicky. Once you learn the gimmick, they're fairly easy to do. Maybe the first boss. Maybe just because you have very little ammo and weaponry to use on the first boss. Maybe. I don't know. I just think they're all kind of easy once you learn how the gimmick works. And use all your weaponry. You know, use it all effectively. But in here, use your hand to open the door, carry on into here, into the checkpoint, grab the nails from the second conveyor belt, go through the checkpoint, go left, come to this machine. Now make sure you do this right. If you do this wrong, it is a instant game over. So again, I'm sure right now you're sweating and you're probably going to double check this about 5 times before you press that yellow button. But you want the red one wants to have 6, wants to be at the top, the yellow one wants to have 1, and the green one wants to have 2. They both start off with 3. 3 heights or 3 levels, but if you put them all the way down to the bottom, if you want it, the red one has to be 6, the yellow one has to be 1, and the green one has to be 2. Yeah, so 6, 1, 2. But because they all start off halfway in the middle at 3, you can just raise the left one up 3 times, so it's 6. Not the middle one, yellow, down 2 times, so that's 1, and the green one down 1 time, so that's 2. So again, 6, 1, 2. Once you've done them, put your hand in the needle slot, then press the yellow button to inject yourself with the puppet virus. Then once you've done so, come this door next. We're going to kill this diver enemy. 3 shotgun bullets will kill him. On Tormented, it takes a little bit more than that. And then we're going to enter this door next. Yes, on Tormented, you don't knock him down either. So on standard, 2 shotgun will knock him down. making that third hit a lot easier. But on Tormented, your shotgun do not knock him down. Yeah, which is unfortunate. But in this room next, you're going to take the spark plug from the gurney, going to grab the painkillers and the bandage, and going to go back into that corridor. Yeah, what I've put in the text guide for them divers. Oh, 3 shotgun followed by a sledgehammer to kill him. Yes, that's how much it takes on Tormented. 3 shotgun and a sledgehammer. But once you've got this spark plug, we're going to come down here next. Use your handprint to open that door. Come into the generator room. Come at the ladder on the right. Once you climb to the upper walkway, you want to run to the end first and grab the shotgun ammo. Once you've got shotgun ammo, go back to the spark plug slot, put in the spark plug. Lob it in there. Then you want to climb back down the ladder, turn left, press the red button on the side of the machine, and then pull the lever, guys, to start the elevator working. The only enemies we've got left to kill, we've got 4 divers to kill, 4 diver enemies, and we've got 2 beasts. They're the only enemies left in the game to kill, other than the final boss. Yeah, 4 divers and 2 beasts. I think I've got that right. So to the elevator, yeah, back in this room. You then want to go left at the fork. Before we went straight on to get spark plug, now we want to go left. Elevator, it should now be working. You want to ride it down to B3. Actually, saying that, there is actually 2 more enemies, so 2 arachnids, but we actually avoid these, but we run past them. Yeah, we run past them altogether, so there's no need to waste any ammo on them at all. So B3 we're going to next, guys, because we want to go and grab that key card. Under 20 minutes left. Been a very, very long video for me. This is why series work for me, because it keeps me entertained a bit easier when I'm just doing 30-minute episodes. When I'm doing like 2 or 3 hour videos, it's very, very hard to keep yourself occupied when you're not really talking to anybody directly. Might be different if I was streaming. So something I've really got to look into in the future streaming. But that's a good year or 2 away yet, at least, I think. So in here, you're going to go down the first steps on your right. Grab the shotgun ammo and the nails. Once you've got them, guys, carry on to the top and grab the laboratory access cards. Once you've got laboratory access cards, you're going to go back the other way. 2 arachnid enemies will jump up. Just carry on past them and go into the fire door. Yeah, I think in the future I might do that, actually. When it comes to trophies like this, where you have to play for a long time, I might record while doing streaming, just so it'd be a bit more engaging for me, you know, for these long videos. But I don't really have to do this that often. Had no choice here because there's no saves. You have to do this all at once. It kind of defeated the purpose if I did this part in segments. Can you imagine if you having to leave your PS5 on for 1 week because it took ages for me to upload each part? No, that's not going to work, sorry. But we got it. At least got one playthrough out of the way really quick. So once you go back up to B2, yes, B2 is our next stop. On B2, carry on forward into the next room. Go to the fork, go left. Go along the curved corridor. Yes, this is currently the Rotunda corridor. Go all the way to the end. And you want to enter the containment ward. In the containment ward, you're going to make way around the corner and keep going around the next corner and you see elevator at the end. There is going to be 2 beast enemies in here on their way back up. But hand cannons should make quick work of them. Remember, on Tormented it's hand cannon and 2 nails. Yep, hand cannon, 2 nails. Down here, you're going to grab the nails from the corner near the 3 test tubes and also grab the syringe empty from the failed test subject room at the end. That's the main item we need, the empty syringe. Go back up the elevator. Make sure you've got your hand cannon ready for these 2 beasts. Remember, 1 shot each on standard, or on Tormented it's 1 shot each plus 2 nails. That's it, nice and easy. We do have to come back in here, that's why you need to take them out. Once they're dead, leave the room and go back into Rotunda Corridor. Got my shotgun ready now because we've got 2 diver enemies coming up. So when they spawn, just shoot it 3 times. 2 hits will knock him down, and then 3 hits will kill him. Once he's dead, continue on to the next diver enemy. There will be 2 more divers, but it's not until we get back to B3, guys, and make our way down to the final boss. You're going to go into the fire room next, fire room on the left, into subject containment. Go down the ladder straight opposite you when you first gain entry. When you come down here, there'll be some shotgun bullets flashing behind you. You can just see them sparkling there. Grab them. Then go in the opposite direction and pull the lever, guys, to turn on the power. Climb back up the ladder. Then go around the corner and climb up the next ladder to the upper walkway. Up here, go left at the fork. And you'll pull this lever to start the extractor process. We have a very, very small target to try and penetrate there, but I think I got the target. The small little brain inside there. And once you've injected it, or place the extractor inside his head, come around here and place the syringe on it to fill it up with the brain juice. Once you've got the brain juice, go back down the ladder, guys, and leave the room. Almost done, almost ready for the final boss. You've only got to do this one more time. I think I'd like infinite ammo on this. I really want that automatic nailer with infinite ammo. That'd be awesome. But once you come back along here, you now want to go in this middle room. Use the key card on the panel, slide it down, and then press a big red button. Go through the door. Yes, into the laboratory. Make our way into the far passage into the bedroom, and we're going to grab the VHS tape. Yeah, take that from the bed. Then go back into the corridor, turn to your right, and go back into the containment ward at the end. You have to do this step. I think if you try and finish the game without doing this step, then it's just an instant game over. I think I tried it the first time I ever came down into the bunker unassisted. I went straight down to the boss on B3, and I just died when I tried to go for that little crevice at the end. So once back in containment ward, go over to the tape player, eject, place in the tape, press play, and go into the projector screen, into the laboratory past. Going to grab a gasoline, and then also inject the IV bag with the syringe, the filled one. This is normally where you find the final collectible as well, but we did all that in assisted. So turn to your left, go along this passage, grab a gasoline at the end, in the sink. Go back down to where you spawned in. Go right, go over to the Wild Burger capsule. Place the syringe into the IV bag, the drip. That'll wake her up. Just for a moment. Yeah, she'll point at you as well. So go back into the camcorder afterwards. And that's all we got to do. So now I can go down to the final boss. So back to the elevator, down to B3, then make our way forward towards the final boss. We're not, well, actually, I think I do go in the tent. I was going to say I avoid it because there's a safe room, but there is some items inside. I think you've got acid test tubes and there's a healing item and some recording tape. I don't use the crossbow anymore. I don't use the modified nailer anymore. I don't use the automatic. I use a shotgun on the diver enemies coming up. But other than that, I use a chainsaw on the final boss, and it works really well on the Tormented as well. But on Tormented, I shoot the tentacles first with 2 or 3 modified nail shots, and then I use a chainsaw. Yeah, so on Tormented, it's 3 modified nails and then a chainsaw, and that'll kill each tentacle in 1 hit. So once you come down to B3, carry on forward, because first diver with 3 shots. And then the next diver, because he's the final one and there's an elevator just behind him, just shoot him twice and knock him down. And then just run past him. That's it. So call the elevator, guys. And just take it straight down to the ancient temple. That's it, we're all done. I have had it crash on the final boss before. When it did crash for me, I'll let you know exactly what I did, so hopefully you can avoid doing that. It's on the final boss. Between his different stages, you've got 2 stages, right? And after the first stage, you have to open up his head, the crowbar, so you expose the weak point. When it crashed for me, when I exposed the weak point and then kind of damaged it enough so that he went back into his second phase, you know, where he kind of resets and spawns tentacles again. During that animation, I opened my inventory and then it crashed. So I'm not sure if that's just coincidence. That's the only time it's crashed on that fight, and that's what I did. I opened my inventory during his face change. So after damaging his weak point, his eye, and he recovered, as soon as I damaged it enough, I basically opened up my weapon wheel to change weapon. So I sit him with a crowbar, I done enough damage, I opened my weapon wheel to change weapon, and that's when it crashed. So do not change or do not open your weapon wheel or anything until he's completely changed his face and some of the tentacles again. Because I think what happens in this game, when you pause, some things still work in the background. And by the way, in that tent, all I got from there, I got acid test tubes, and I got I think it was a painkiller. So acid test tubes and the healing item, then exit the tent and make way down to the boss area, guys. Yeah, some things seem to work in the background when you pause the game. I mean, if an enemy's just spawned or they did an attack, you'll pause the game and the music will still play as if that attack is currently in progress, but the attack's paused because you paused the game. So some things are still running in the background. I think that's, I don't know, somehow it glitched because I paused it, but some of it was still running and could crash the game. So just be very, very careful. But as you remember with this from Assisted, so when the tentacle comes out the middle square hole and it spins around, you have to dodge through it. There's no other way to avoid it. I've tried running to every corner. I've tried standing up the steps. You can't avoid it. You have to dodge through it. And then when he does lay a tentacle down, you want to shoot it two or three times. On Tormented, it has to be 3 times, but on Standard, you probably don't even have to shoot it once, if I'm honest. But I'm just showing you the motions, what I was doing. So on Tormented, it'll be 3 shots, chainsaw. 3 shots, chainsaw. And you just attack with the chainsaw until the tentacle is destroyed. Do not stop, just keep attacking it with the chainsaw. And you should be able to destroy a tentacle before it recovers. So you can be able to kill them all in one go. So again, I just had to dodge through that. And you have to run around to dodge the electrical zaps, of course, the lightning. So 3 nails and then chainsaw. So all I'm doing right now, guys, I'm just setting you up for Tormented. This will be the exact same strategy. So 3 nails and your chainsaw. That's it, like so. The hand cannon is really good because, like I say, 1 hand cannon will kill it. But on Tormented, 1 hand cannon but actually does not kill a tentacle. On Assisted and Standard it does, but on Tormented, 1 hand cannon will not destroy a tentacle. It's normally 1 hand cannon and like 2 or 3 nails. So wait, hopefully that's the final creaking you got to listen to. So 3 nails, chainsaw. And make sure when you attack him, attack near the front of the tentacle, because I found if I'm using the chainsaw near the front of the tentacle, you know, near the back, it doesn't seem to damage it as well. Sometimes the damage will not work. You know, blood will be coming out, then the blood will stop, then it'll be coming out. Like it's a bit buggy. So when you attack the nail, try to go near the tip when you're attacking it. It just seems to work more effective, or it's more likely to hit it every single time and not glitch out. So final tentacle. Here we go. So 3 nails and then chainsaw. Nice. And like I say, this same strategy works on Tormented. So now run up to him, use a crowbar to wedge it open, and now I'm going to use the sledgehammer. So if you didn't know, when his weak point is exposed and he's kind of knocked down like this, he will not recover until you've dealt enough damage. So do not waste your good ammo. Just take your time, use a melee weapon. I'm going to use sledgehammer. There you go, just 2 hits. Yeah, no need to use any weapons that have any ammo. Just 2-stage ammo, that's it. So at that point, do not open your weapon inventory. That's what glitched the game for me. I opened my inventory during that animation. So I'm going to come back here, wait for it all to spawn. Now it's just all that again, guys, the second time. Almost there, about 5 minutes left, guys, and you got a trophy for completing the game without saving, which might be the hardest trophy in the game, if I'm honest. The game's not really hard. These kind of trophies are just frustrating because, of course, there's always possibility of a crash, a power cut, so many things that can go wrong. I mean, you can get stuck on something, not be able to move, and then that's, again, you've got to restart. So many things with a no save run. I don't think games should have these, if I'm honest, especially not when it's like a 3-hour playthrough. Yeah, no saves should be, well, like I say, it shouldn't be in the game. You should be allowed, they should have allowed us like maybe 2 saves, or maybe 3 would have been nice. Yeah, they should have given us 3 saves like on the Resident Evil games. You know where to like get an S+ rank, you have to save no more than 5 times, for example. Yeah, I think that would have been nice. Give us 3 saves at least, just so we don't have to restart the whole game again if you get like one bad crash at the end. Or if you get to pay your electric bill and it just cuts out right near the end. So in the second phase, his electric is a bit faster, and he also shoots you with a electric zap from his eyeball. Yeah, but just keep running to the side to avoid it. You can dodge that, I think, by just holding aim and press square like normal. So again, 3 nails and then chainsaw. What's good about chainsaw in this second stage is when the boss stuns you like that with the laser, for some reason the chainsaw is still doing damage, so which is really good. So although you're stunned, you're still damaging the enemy. That's why I like chainsaw in the second phase. Of course, hand cannon's best, but we don't have enough ammo for that. So just doing the final sweep, dodge through it. And here we go, 3 nails and chainsaw, and we're doing it, guys. So yeah, 2-stage ammo to his eyeball, and that's it. We've knocked him back into his realm. Until the next time, until Tormented Souls 3. I wonder where they're going to go from this. I'm thinking what they're going to do in Tormented Souls 3 if we do get one. I reckon Anna's going to be the playable character, or there's going to be 2 campaigns. So for example, there'll be the Anna Wildburger campaign, and there'll be the Anna campaign. That's what I think they might do. 2 campaigns. They'd be nice. You know, it'd definitely be a change up from this. They could also try to make fully 3D. You know, where you can, it's not fixed camera no more, but I'm not sure if that might ruin the game a bit too much, or the extra budget it would take, it might not sell as many copies to allow for that, you know, the extra development time it's going to take. But anyway, I guess we'll find out soon enough, hopefully. But yeah, get Amnesia trophy, Ranger, complete the game without using the map, Amnesia, complete the game without saving, I think, Futile, complete the game and get a bad ending, and Survivor, complete the game on standard mode. So we've just done all those trophies, guys. All we've got to do now is Tormented. And these are my results. So I've got S rank. I think for S rank you need to complete the game without saving. I'm not quite sure exactly. I've had a bit of mixed messages at the moment in terms of what I did to unlock it. Doesn't always seem to make sense. But yeah, I've got S rank. All we want to do really is no saving, no map, complete it on standard. That's it, guys, for that one. All we've got to do is Tormented. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back in Tormented tomorrow.